Or 2 and 10.
Or Q and Q.
True. Let's see. So yeah, I guess I'll be going into the negotiations. If you guys want to do some background work to help me out, I'd be more than happy.
Sure.
Yay! They're gonna look at you and be like, "What the fuck happened to you? You guys look like you went through hell last time."
Yeah.
We probably had a couple of days to relax.
I mean, yes, you did, because you know, your healing's like, yeah, I know. It's probably 72 hours later. You're crawling out of the doctor's office,
All hopped up on stim packs.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, yeah, you got cracked bones, broken bones, fractures. You've been hopped up on some soma to heal your wounds, some nanosynth coke. Who wants some nanosynth coke rubbed onto their open, exposed arteries to see what it does? Whee! It's nanosynth coke. Is it anything like orbital hash? I love that's one of the drugs in Eclipse phase. Orbital hash. To be fair, they have a better drug in murder. Anyways, yeah. Yes, you go to the meeting with the council.
Or is it a specific member of the council, or is it multiple members actually showing up?
So it's only going to be one member showing up, but they represent the entire council.
Which one is it? Because there's 5 of them, remember?
Yes, I know. They're wearing a hood. A dark and mysterious hood.
Just tell me who it is.
And then they take it off. And you're staring at Courtney Clark.
Let's see. Oh, the Forge Master.
Yes.
Oh, I haven't met them before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she looks at you. I got a job for you. You see, Will boy, I got an easy enough job. Easy
First,
easy as I can say. Okay, yay! So you get to know. Okay. Yeah, you have 2 rounds of negotiations.
Yeah. You guys okay with me burning a couple of our marks to get more pay?
How many marks do you have?
We have 3 marks total.
Maybe yeah, considering the base is 12, yeah, we'd need more than that because base 12 is just not enough.
It's Courtney, bitch.
Hold on, I'm still doing cooking, so I've got to go back and forth. If those guys want to do some digging around to find more intel to help this out,
yep,
yeah,
I'll be doing that, and I'll just be I'm just your everyday
and
mechanic.
Have them do their work-life balance stuff,
Yep. Well, we'll do life stuff next. Woo, life. Woo. Okay, so what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna be the.
You know the job is a delivery job. Yeah, it's a munitions delivery job. So you know that.
So I'm gonna research what we can of what we know about like the kind of material where we're going. Like if there's been like any reports of like any hazards that maybe we could possibly avoid.
Sure. Yeah. Roll.
I can do that. Research.
Oh well, that's what Kiri's doing. So Kiri's doing some research. So Jimbo, you're calling in some favors. You're talking to some people.
Yep. Try and find maybe a way around so that even if it adds an extra leg or two, it makes it a safer job than like going around.
I mean, it's not gonna. It's more like
you know what I mean, though, right?
Where are we going? Is more what you're trying to figure out.
Yeah, like where we're going. What will be some of the best ways to get there? Things like that.
Yeah. So the very first thing is, the most important thing you find out, the most deadly thing you find out, is what you're carrying, or rather, what you're transporting. You're going to be transporting the most deadly game. Mortars.
People?
Ooh.
Mortars. They're not
You hear
for
it-
you to play with.
At the sight of the mortars, you hear a ting from like Jimbo's armor.
I mean, don't touch the mortars. They're not for you to play with.
Pretty. Alright, so that's what they are. Do I need to do another research to go figure out where we're going, or does that will cover that as well?
Oh no, I was getting to that. So that's the thing is, so you guys know you're going to be going all the way over to a nice little enclave. Are you ready? So
Yep.
So you guys are going to be going to Zootopia.
You're sending us to the fucking zoo.
I know Zootopia is a enclave, about a day's travel from the zoo. They trade in animal pelts. They've also captured some of the zoo animals.
Oh,
They-
got it.
They breed kangaroos.
So ninja kangaroos. Okay.
They breed delicious, delicious kangaroo meat.
Okay. Good for them. So, got it.
Yeah. I'm marking them out on the map. You can look for them if you want. There, yeah. But yeah, you guys are delivering mortars there. So that's the thing. It's mortars.
Mortars as an artillery pieces.
Yeah.
Yep.
They paid for the foundry to make some mortars for them.
Oh, got it. These are like black powder style mortars, much more simple than the actual military ones.
I mean, part of it's also just getting like ammo for it, etc. You know. But yeah. I mean, to be fair, it all depends on how you're trying to build the mortar. Point is, it's mortar.
Technically, most mortars are just a simple metal tube.
Yep, exactly. But you need the metal tube to be stable enough to do repeated fire
Yep.
without breaking. And you need to get the ammo, which is the more important part. Yay!
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So yeah, you guys are going to be schlepping across the wastes mortars.
How long is the job in legs?
It is a long job. It's a full 7 legs.
I'll just say this. Along the way, we're going to be passing by St. Joseph Hospital, as well as the Presbyterian St. Luke Medical Center on the way. So just heads up.
So you're going to want to stop in for medical supplies.
I'm just saying that that's something we'll be passing by along the way. If we decide to stop for medical supplies or see something of value, okay. If not, we see the symbols of casualties, walk away.
So yeah, I'll say, yeah, we can, yeah. I mean, that's definitely a doable job. Transporting, that's some pretty heavy artillery asking us to transport. That's gonna cost a lot more than what you're currently offering.
I mean, don't be so picky, boy. Let's be clear here, Will. We're just trying to get some rough metal down. So, you think you and the Vikings of the Damned can handle that?
Have you seen what we've handled recently?
I mean, I've seen how you've handled coming back in.
Yeah, if we're coming back in like that and still going out for more. What were the 3 things that we got tagged so far? I'm trying to see which one is best to drop right now.
The law in these parts, cruelty for, and honest.
Look, you know we're an honest crew. We do the work. We do what we're told. And worst case scenario, the delivery might be delayed. But the worst case scenario we've had so far is delayed deliveries due to having to get around things. That's it. We haven't cheated anyone. We haven't stolen anything.
Okay.
So that's a bit of a guarantee.
Roll
Yep.
that persuasion.
Yep.
Roll those
Yep.
beautiful bean footage.
Yep.
Yay. Birds. He's
Yep.
good at they're
So-
good at shooting at birds.
I guess I just moved it up 2 because I dropped the honest.
Yes. Now you're at labor. Yay, labor.
which is what covering.
breakpoint.
I got 2 rounds. I got 1 more round. Said yeah.
Yeah.
And
You technically start a buyer's market, which is just the supply, which
Yeah.
is one of the 2 dice. Then add value is both dice, and then and she's gonna move down to 100% markup. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna drop the second one. I would say, and also, we were the ones who brought those who stopped.
Seawall,
Also the
Have-
law-
Having
broke-
us associated with
you broke up. All we heard is like,
Nope.
we were the ones that, and that was it.
we were the ones, and hey, we were the ones that secured those immunes from the slavers.
Hmm.
Hiring us is a bit of an investment. It'll mean other communities might trust you more since you're hiring good people to do their transit work.
Okay. You're making an offer. I'm liking it. But
I succeed.
And now somebody else will do their work check. Ty. Blue needs to go make a check of some sorts for intimidating some people.
Start a bar fight.
Blue
I start bar fight.
Blue starts a bar fight to scare off potential other takers from taking the job. There's only so many taker crews, and there's only so many jobs. and
Does Blue fucking crack in there and just starts basically banging guys over the head, going,
No.
"We decide what jobs we take here. No one gets in our way."
No, this is just one of those things that can happen. Is that other crews can try and undermine you, and they'll basically come in at one lower value. So for example, if your best or rather your worst is say hazard pay, they'll say, "Oh, we'll come in at labor," because
Got it.
and then she'll be like, "Oh, you agree for labor?" And they'll say yes, and then she just signs over to them, and you get no job.
Yep.
But yeah, Blue is basically intimidating them off because they're like, "Oh, never mind." Anyways, okay, so you move up. Okay, so she moves down to hazard pay, then you press into her once, and then press it again, so that puts you up to hazard pay or 100% markup. Now roll that beautiful bead footage, that leadership, as she
We've done work for the council in the past. We've followed through. Even that little job that had that was transporting files, we never looked in it.
transported files job. Dun,
You know-
dun, dun.
For the assistant to the council, the junior, whatever the hell he was. Yeah, but he wanted us to do some transport work for the council.
Yeah, I legitimately don't remember what exactly his position was. Like, he was like an intern or something, like a clerk.
He's basically like some sort of assistant
clerk.
to the council.
He's
And he-
mostly their negotiator for deals when they
Yeah.
are, it's the council as a whole, unless it's something that specifically involves one person, like chief of engineering, etc., gets to come in and do the actual negotiation when it involves explosives because,
Yep.
it's something that she's, in charge of. So she gets to set the pace. But if it's like, oh no, multiple people. Anyways, let's see. So your breakpoint is 4, and your upkeep is okay. So that means
we got a hazard pay, nice, which means we're going to get 7 each for all the legs.
yeah, I'm just doing the math
Yep.
right now. I'm just taking off. Okay, and ooh, that's a negative 16.
What's a negative 16?
Well, because your upkeep's coming into play right now. Because several of you have upkeep. Your breakpoint's covered, but not your upkeep.
Yeah.
So you have to.
Well, I succeeded the leadership, so I'm guessing I can go no higher than hazard.
You're at 100% markup, which means
Yep.
you're. I factor that in already. I'm just doing the. Yeah, But yeah, you didn't get expenses is the thing I'm trying to say here. But that's not bad. The only way you could have got expensive is she decided to go like sensitivity the first round, and even then she'd have to go sensitivity the second round. And 10, and let's see. How much is the last one? And ooh. Okay. So okay, yeah, you guys are gonna make some money out of this. Okay. Yeah, you guys are gonna make some money out of this. Yeah. So you guys are gonna be handling about 8 haul worth of explosives.
You mean mortar tubes and shells?
Yeah, more tubes and shells. Though some other, just
Well,
Molotovs.
well, three of that will be carried by the Dronki, and the rest can be carried by us.
Yeah, yep.
I thought the donkey could hold like 4 or 5.
Remember the drone always sits on the Dronki?
Oh yeah,
but
so
we
that
don't need it.
subtracts 1. So that would be... What exactly?
3.
Okay, so its max thing normally is 5. Okay, is 4. Okay.
And then the drone takes up a slot. And then so there you guys go. You guys get to split it up amongst you. And now then, so Sven, you have a work event. So you could do any number of things, Sven. You could try and, do some inside trading on your plastics deal.
Mhm.
Yes, we need inside trade. That it's high risk. It's a high risk one.
Don't worry, Tommy.
Mhm.
Tommy's plastics, it's going to be fine. Tommy knows what Tom is going to do.
So I'm too busy
Hmm.
elbow dropping someone off the table, so I can't help.
Blue is too busy keeping the competition away from being able to contact the chief engineer.
Forge master.
Yes, so that's the question, Sven. How are you going to help get Tommy's Plastics name out there?
Hmm.
What is your coming soon speech?
Buy plastic. I don't know.
Okay, you know what? Sure. I'll give you a networking check on that. You're just gonna tag the word "buy plastics." You're just gonna constantly tag. So Sven is just okay. So mark off a charge from your.
Oh
Can I
god.
use the laptop?
I just had
Yes, you can use your laptop.
I just had a bad thought. Has anyone
Okay.
seen the show The Critic?
Yes,
back in the
yes,
day.
I have.
Oh, fuck.
Buy my book. Buy my book.
That role pretty much is that.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. So the good news is, so basically, Sven makes a little gift taking the thing, but rather than being buy my book, it's buy these plastics, buy these plastics. So Sven is memeing it, trying to network it with other people to meme it up.
Yeah.
Sven spends the charge, takes the time out. It's mostly working. There you go. So that's the good news. And networking can no longer be used for upgrading your inside trading. So, because that's one of the things. Skills get used for inside trading. And then they can't be used again. But the Enclave's alive with the sound of people. There's screams of joy. There's happiness.
I still
They're
have my work
doing
event.
some of the kids are doing poke the latent.
Hey, did I already spend the 20 for my thing?
What's your current savings at?
27?
Then no, you haven't.
Got it. Yeah, I couldn't remember if because that means I would have had it in stockpiled over 40, and I don't think we got that much last session.
Yeah,
We did get like 30. We did like 30 each, which So
you guys made some money. So
some money, but not much.
I mean, just make sure you've marked off on your sheet is the important thing.
Yep, I've marked it off. And how do I mark that I basically got the papers? Strike through?
The papers? Yeah, just do a strike through. I think you can actually click something. Let me see. Let me look at.
Oh, I'll just put in the next line completed.
Yeah. Yes. Yay, Kiri's done work. Yeah. But yeah, so
I guess
yeah,
I'm
that's why
gonna
you're at
take
2 and
over.
everything, because you have the sad lot that you're doing that, whereas you're yep.
Well,
And
I
you're
still have
doing
a
that.
life. Well, we already kind of did the life event. Unless you want to redo.
Well, no, we've already done your life event. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, that's why you can't help with the insider trading because you were doing
Yep.
all
Yep.
this other stuff, and then we cut to Ty. What are you doing? Establish something about the Enclave and the Enclave school system.
Right? So maybe once the teacher's healed, we could encounter by once the teacher's healed, train he could train some of the other teachers and help perform a school system.
Okay. So why is the teacher injured?
I meant the
Are you referring to
the
the one?
crazy teacher.
Oh, she's not injured. She's just missing legs.
Yeah, I meant the
She's
And
also
she's,
not a teacher.
She was like the daughter of a principal.
that's the only teacher. That's the only thing
Close
to a
enough.
Teacher.
So
Yeah.
So Ty's introduced her as one of the new teachers for this school. She is going to teach the students survival.
Oh
That's actually a
God,
pretty good skill.
she's crazy,
once
but
she- once
damn,
she's,
she's really damn good at it.
she'll be
Once
the
she's
Alex.
a little more. Once he's a little more stable, that is.
Oh no. So your little brother comes home and he's very happy because they're doing tomorrow they're going to do they're going to do poke the casualty. They're going to learn about stabbing a casualty. How to tell a casualty from that's in torpor, that's not in torpor, how to tell if it's a person that's going to go vector, etc. So poke the casualty tomorrow. And he's very excited about it as he talks about, he's going to go over and he's going to stab a casualty with a stick, a pointy stick. And,
I
you
just hope it's just
remember-
a fake casualty.
Yeah. Yeah, and as you're thinking about that, you're like, yay, I gave the students a new teacher. I feel happy. I've helped them. They're going to be educated.
They still get exchanged into survival, which is a bonus, and the kid and the little girl has something to do now. So win-win.
Everybody wins. Everybody wins. Sven, Sven, one of your brothers is having troubles because there's been a new teacher assigned to the school.
Oh no.
Okay. Oh no.
And because of that, his arts and craft class has now been only regulated to Thursdays and Tuesdays rather than Wednesdays, Mondays, and Fridays. And he's very annoyed about it.
Okay. I talked to him. I had to help him.
But it's not fair. She's fucking crazy. I see it in her eyes. They just. I'm certain she just watches all of us. She's a bit weird. She's got no legs. She's got prosthetic legs. I don't know where she got them. There's the dog that's just there. It's kind of lazy and it lays on the chair. I've never seen a dog like that. She says it's a spaniel. It just stares at me and then it flips its poofy ears out and it's adorable. And I had classes and I was teaching the kids about macrame and knitting. And the kids were learning useful things like, I was teaching them how to make lovely cardboard swords and other things. And
Yeah.
so you just listen to your brother complain about how everything is just tough because he's not able to show his love and work to the students and teach them about all sorts of art things. they've taken away the oven that he was using for teaching them how to bake clay and make clay utensils, because clay utensils, sure, and whatever else. And Kiri, we've already did yours too. Cuckoo, cuckoo, Cocoa Puffs. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I have to deal with something regarding hiring a taker crew to scout out the airport.
Technically, yeah, that's what you're doing because you're having a
Yep.
taker crew. So yeah, you're going to contact the taker crew. Since it's a big area and there could be a lot of casualties there, you're going to need to contact one of the more heavily armed taker crews. So
I'll go for ex-military ones that aren't known for being fuck the DHQS.
yeah, you contact Scat Attack.
Yep. And I'm guessing they don't really have an opinion either way for DHQS. They just like scout.
They were
just, like, kill-
already they
Yeah.
were already fucked the government anyways. But some of them are black mass. So they're a mix of black mass and local rappers.
Got it. So, but they're a crew that's known for doing these higher risk jobs on and are willing to do it for.
Yeah, they
not
don't really care about the DHQS or other things.
Yeah.
They're still a bit fuck the government, but it's more in some amount of wannabe rapper style, because some of them are young kids / teenagers that are now 18, 20s, and then there's the black mass members who are just two guys with claymores that just stand there stoically in chainmail, and you're pretty sure that they've never actually spoken in any of the videos. They just stand there and look like goddamn Nazgul.
So yeah, I guess I'll just kind of. I guess I probably got a private, kind of a private eating room at like a bar or something. Basically, let's shadow run this. It's one of those private meeting rooms that's built into a bar because they always have them for some bizarre reason.
Yeah, you're basically paying them out the money. They're nodding about what they're doing. You're not informing them that it's DHQS stuff.
Nope, just I merely informed them I'm considering either turning it into an enclave or doing extensive scavenging.
Yo, man. Okay, I get you. You need us to handle some baddies. What you thinking, man? You're hoping to score some sweet loots?
It's entirely possible. Otherwise, I'm either hoping to get some good salvage, or if it's possible to secure, which is why I need you to make sure to check how intact the buildings are, as well as take some inventory of what is there. I might want to consider turning it into an enclave. One of the two.
Oh my! I get it, man. I get it. Get it good. Do. I feel you. Yeah, we can do that. Benny boy. Yeah, let's do this. This is a very dangerous job, man. So
How much is he asking for upfront?
Well, it's the 20 that you basically pay. That's basically you're giving it to them.
Yep. I just toss the bag straight. I just toss the bag across the table, full of everything he's asked for, and going, I need this done. I need this done quickly.
Yeah, he hands it to the Nazgul. You know that one of the Nazgul guys, one of the Black Mask guys that looks like Nazgul, is called Nazgul, and the other one's called Angmar.
Yeah.
Because of course they are.
Yep.
And you know the three rappers, the face of the group calls himself Eminem. There's several things that are wrong about this for a lot of reasons, even though Eminem says it's 20 minutes into the future because they have Shadowrun prosthetics and stuff. This kid does not at all meet Eminem's anything. He's not a good rapper. He's just a lot of things. Just a lot of things. They have a bunch of faux tattoos, which are painted on with markers and pens and stuff to appear more gangster.
Yeah, whereas my guy is basically fairly straight laced in comparison. Short haircut.
It's a weird combination of two guys that almost look like Lord of the Rings cosplayers, and then two rappers. Then the third guy is a mix of the two.
Yeah, he's a rapper for the Black Mask.
Yeah. He raps about Jesus.
and beheading zombies.
Well, the two Nazguls are the ones that use swords. He doesn't use a sword. He uses the most awesome weapon of all, a chakram.
Isn't that a spear with a blade at the end?
No, I'm referencing like the throwing disc.
Oh, one of
It's
those.
interesting at Warrior Priest.
Yeah,
Chakram.
yeah.
Is that-
I'm gonna go with these guys are known for being effective.
Yes, you're paying for an effective job. It's just that they don't look it. It's one of those things where hey, you're paying out good money to get a job done.
Also, the intel you guys get, I don't want it. I would like it in a digital format. Don't post it publicly. My eyes only.
Yes, Scatman got it. Okay, you got a scat promise. Skiddly dop doop bop.
Good luck, gentlemen.
Woo, and they go, and they're out the door before you guys, and they're going to raise havoc, raise havoc.
One of them, the black mass rappers just scream at Deus Vult. Oh God! Have you seen the crap guide to D&D?
Yes.
For the
Yep.
Paladins? That's hilarious. That's hilarious how it ends.
Yep.
Desvolt. Sabaton. Anyways, so you guys are you guys have done your life events. Sven tried to basically comfort his brother. Told him that it's okay. Ty's put the most dangerous member of dependents in charge of children.
My character's going out for another long job. I've got a feeling.
Notice how I said the most dangerous of the dependents.
Yeah.
I consider her probably more dangerous than Genie, mostly because though both of them can use a gun, I think Genie's less likely to use hers.
Yeah. Genie's an analyst.
Genie holds her gun sideways for the kill shot.
Yeah, but you actually don't notice. She actually.
I've done everything in my power to drill that out of her.
She still
I'll
doesn't.
just
I'm
ask.
pretty sure she does
like,
just to annoy you.
I'll just ask security, like, keep an eye on her to make sure she doesn't go too far.
Yeah, it's not like she'll turn the art department's kiln into a crematory.
What did I say about make sure she doesn't go too far?
So what do you do?
what are the
Your
odds?
children in the oven with an apple in his mouth after tying him up.
And think this is gonna be one of my teachers.
Yeah.
The worst part is, you probably could have chosen worse.
Yeah.
I'm sure
you
there's
also chosen better, but yeah.
I'm sure there's probably a couple Alex Jones types.
That's probably the truth.
I mean, you guys could contact you could contact the Taker crew that believes the Earth's flat.
Yeah.
You could contact them. They can do a job for you. They always say that they can do it 20% faster because they don't believe in the spherical Earth.
Are they able to back up the claim of doing it faster?
No.
They're just crazy.
No,
They believe that the Earth is flat. What do you think? Of course not. They think the fucking Earth's flat, and they're like, the blight is an example of that. That's the proof, and that's why the blight was able to spread so quickly, because clearly it came from the North Pole, and therefore that's why it was able to hit all these places at once so quickly, because it was going from the north down to the Antarctica, where the edge of the dome is.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the Taker crews I elbow drop on the bar fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys step out into the cold, dark, dank wilderness, and yeah,
I just had a thought.
Genie's probably pissed.
Question.
yes?
Like, roughly when is it in the year? Like, is it like spring, summer, fall, winter? Going into one of them?
Doesn't really matter because Answer: combination of climate change, the apocalypse, and several nukes being dropped all over the world. That's had some effects on everything. Also,
The nukes actually would lead to a cooling, weirdly enough, due to increased particulate mass in the.
yeah, I know how the cooling would.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
yeah.
like that's the thing.
We'd be
But that would
facing
only
wind.
be in like India and Pakistan where they went off.
With enough
And-
nuclear weapons, doesn't matter where it goes off, you're going nuclear.
Yeah, but I'm saying there wasn't enough. That's what I'm saying. Like if you look at the map, you can see.
So
that
it was just
basically-
small scale.
Yeah, it was just India and Pakistan at the very end of it, just being like "fuck you." They basically just screamed "fuck you" at each other and fucked each other over by shooting each other's capitals and some major other cities during the blight. Because of course, that's what India and Pakistan did. Point is, it depends largely on where you are, and it's also a good 20 more minutes into the future. So yeah, that's all affected just about everything. Anyways, yeah. Uh, so even during summer/winter, it can get very hot, unseasonably hot for one day or so. But that's something that can also happen in normal weather. So to answer, it's summer.
Tentatively.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
yeah,
New England weather. Got it.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys, you guys step outside. You're like, yeah, your first day goes well.
Yep, I'd like
You're
to. Yep, I'd like to at least note that I imagine my cloak probably gives me good wind protection. Good windbreaker, I imagine it serves as.
I would argue that my padded chainmail probably does the same thing, since it's probably built into something.
Anyways, yeah, you guys are walking along on the first day, and near the end of it, you just see a dog walking in front of you with saddlebags. Trotting up next to you, sits down a few yards ahead of you.
Does the dog look
tail
familiar?
wagging happily.
Does Dougie look familiar? Is it one of the that lady that we met that one time? Elfie? Alpha?
It's not
isn't it?
alphas.
Nope, not one of Alpha's.
It's just a doggo.
Okay, so it just just sitting down right in front of us. Try it up and just sat down a few yards away.
You can see a note's tied to the saddlebag.
Okay,
It barks.
I'll just very carefully and slowly,
Yep,
Kinda
I'll keep it. I'll be nearby, keeping an eye on the dog.
kind of crouching down, not so I'm not like standing fully upright. As I get close, I just extend my hand forward, palm down.
Yep. Okay. Yeah,
Okay, so
you can say you see the note says whoever finds Bruno, to send any spare rations and ask for Q cell out of the nearest enclave. That's what you see on the note on the dog's side as you're getting close, because you can read the note when you're that close. Because he's not
give me a
barking
sec.
or anything; he just stares at you.
give me a sec. Google Notes just kind of derped on me a sec. I was just writing that. I wanted to write that down.
So they're looking for a ration. That's not too hard. We got more than enough.
No, not a ration. Some rations.
What was the message again?
It says spare some rations and ask for Q cell out of the nearest enclave. Yeah.
I think.
Or
it's
what was the
fine.
person's name again?
No, it says Q cell, and the dog's name is Bruno.
QCell. QUSCLL.
No, Q, as in just the letter Q.
Oh, as
I
the
think I
Q.
give him one of my rations.
Yeah. Q and then space cell. SELL. Yeah.
Alright, Doggo's Bruno, Q, space, cell. In the nearest enclave?
That would probably be ours, to be honest.
Yep, yours is the closest.
Wait, which direction was this dog coming from? Was it coming like from the direction of of our enclave or somewhere else?
He was coming from away from your enclave, heading towards it.
Okay, so there's probably like a enclave further up ahead. Actually, yeah, there's that. Yeah, this.
Or maybe his owner was heading this way.
Hey, quick question. Like, wasn't this an enclave or? Oh no, that was the site of a job. Never mind.
Those were just where major things happened to you guys.
Okay.
Yep.
So
So yeah, you guys can.
I'll hand over a ration.
Okay, you hand over.
Me too.
I'll hand over one.
Mark off a ration, each of you that does. Okay. Everybody has marked off a ration. Also, don't forget to mark off your 7 rations for the 7 legs.
I got 2 spares.
Yep. So you should all have. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, the doggo licks your hand happily after being given the rations, and then starts trotting away.
And I guess we'll contact QCell.
Yep. You can follow
when we
the
get to
doggo also if you want.
I'll follow Doggo. Hey,
You follow doggo.
Yeah.
no,
Yep.
no sense
Is-
Doggy getting killed. Because
Is Doggo going the same way we are?
No, he's going
close
back
enough.
the way that he was first heading.
Okay, so he's actually going somewhat towards the path we're going. Might as well stick with him as long as it stays on the path we're following.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
see where he was going. In the
Yeah.
first place, or rather, coming from, to be more accurate.
yeah, like I said, I've also marked up on our maps the 2 possible
And
areas of interest.
I'll use a charge, to contact. Use a charge out of my Ubix to contact back to the Enclave for QCell.
QSL.
So yeah, I guess we'll contact QCell and see what they're up to. Bring.
Yep. Okay. Yep. You get a ping. You found Bruno. Is what you get as a response from somebody.
Yeah, so we found Bruno. Gave him some rations, and we're currently following him where he's going.
Well, maybe it'll lead you to QSL.
I got it.
Yeah. So, yeah. You have luck with that, man. Yeah, you can follow the doggo to his owner. Boo boo da do. What will you find, though? What wondrous sights await you in the darkness of the lost? Anyways, yeah, you follow Bruno, and he leads you to the site of a crashed car. Yay!
Okay. Looking around, does it look like there are any casualties in the car?
There is, in fact, somebody in the car, and Bruno starts growling at them.
Drawing
I
pistol.
pull my pistol.
Drawing crossbow. I should say.
Does it look like a casualty?
Yes, it looks like a very specific type of casualty. It's a vector. Yeah.
Oh, is it locked in the car?
Yes.
Is there something we can like cinder blocks or something that we could just place in front of the door just to ensure it stays closed?
Look, well, okay. Unless this is an Evervec, we can save them. Unless they're pretty much fucked, body-wise.
I mean, it depends. Also, if they were a latent beforehand. If they're a casualty now, then they're dead because
Yeah. So it's a vector.
Yep. So the point is, you got a deado person.
Is the
Are
window?
they stuck in the car?
Yeah, they're stuck in the car. The dog goes growling at them.
Does it look like there's like a window open or anything like that, or like cracked windshield, broken windshield?
No, the window's intact.
Okay, so it's all intact.
Okay,
Everything's good. I'd say we just try and guide the dog around.
No.
Wait, no.
Is the doggo wanting to stay here?
He's growling at the car still.
Okay. We'll try to lead the doggo away as we move away, but I'm thinking, look, we do have one shot of the key. That can save a casualty. That can save someone who's a vector. We got to figure out if they were a casualty first.
Okay.
Sorry, a latent first.
Latent,
Yeah, that unfortunately had to be
And
up to
it
me.
also has to be early enough in.
Oh, got it. So
Remember, after enough time has passed, then it doesn't matter because.
got it.
You know,
Okay.
there's
Okay.
just-
So we'll have our medic do a visual inspection, see if we're still in that window.
Yeah, medic. Make a first aid check. Medico, you're carefully examining this victor, and you're like, yep, they're gone.
Okay.
The other thing is you're like, oh, that glass is reinforced. We're not going to be able to shoot through that.
Yeah, reinforced
How much
glass.
You can shoot through it, but it's going to take.
A while and noise.
Yeah, it's going to make noise.
Well, what we'll do is we'll just put some rubble in front of the door to seal the vector in, and then just let him go cash.
That can take up to a week.
Huh?
Are you talking about the decay or us finding rubble to put in front of the car? Because
The turning into a casualty that can take
Yeah.
up to a week.
Yeah, and I'll spray paint this car with the symbol for Vector.
Okay, that's a good plan.
Yep.
Doggo is just gonna keep growling at it, not move on.
I try and
Come on, doggo.
Does the dog have a leash or anything?
Nope.
How big
You
is
might be able to grab the harness and kind of pull them in the direction they were going.
How big is Doggo?
A decent sized doggo.
Okay, too big to carry.
Yes, too big to carry.
Okay, I'm
Or
gonna
you can wiggle out of
try
it
and
if you want.
nudge Doggo, and try and not aggressively pull it at harness, but nudge it, saying, "Okay, we can move. Does Doggo budge?
He does not.
Maybe Spin might have a better chance, seeing that he already has a dog.
Question: the trunk of the vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically we sealed
You
up
wanna
the
try to
doors.
wash it or something?
Yeah. I'm gonna Okay, guys, with the trunk of the car, do you want me to lightly tap on it just to see if I get a reply or anything, like a recumbent tap, and then someone does.
Yeah. Look, tapping on it's not loud enough to draw casualties.
Okay,
So
I'm gonna
yeah,
go up to the trunk and quietly tap on it. Do I hear any tap backs?
You do not hear any tapbacks.
is the trunk locked?
No.
So
I'd probably be the best one to open just in case.
I've got a spear.
Okay,
So
I'm going to take my gun out, which has its silencer.
yep, and I've
it's-
got a spear out, so in
it's
case
ready to
something's
fire.
there, I can stab it.
It's ready to fire just in case. At the moment, my hand is not on the trigger. I grab the trunk. I kind of crouch down a little bit so I can maybe see inside as I'm opening it. So that way, if it looks like something I don't want to have come out, I can quickly close it back again.
I mean, define something you don't want to come out.
Like a casualty or a vector.
I mean, yeah, you're looking at a vector.
I'm talking about it. Wait, are we talking about is the trunk completely separate from the vehicle, or is it like a hatchback?
It's a hatchback.
Oh,
So you-
Okay,
Never
that
mind.
means if we can open it up, we can just open fire on that vector with suppressed weaponry before it can get.
okay.
Yeah, so just pop the back, and then we'll just have a couple of people with suppressed guns just open fire on it.
Before I open it, I look in the windows of the trunk area. Is there anything else there? Like any other bodies? Or is it just that one vector in the driver's seat or passenger seat, whichever it is?
You see a journal near the vector in the front. And you also see a bag, which probably has bounty in it.
Okay, before I even consider opening the trunk, I want to try and examine around to see if there's maybe a string trap or something that once it opens it creates a crap ton of noise, something like that. If it's trapped.
Make me a foresight check.
What is that for me?
That's because you're the one doing the investigation.
Nah, I was just wondering what my mod was for it.
Yeah, I know. Well, you're the one that said you were looking, so yes, you're the one that makes it. Hey, you made it! Yeah, you made it, Kiri. Good job.
So what does trap check sense find, if anything?
There is no traps.
You
So-
can't blame me for thinking that.
It's perfectly safe.
I'm very nervous when you say things like that.
Yeah, really.
Okay.
I mean, it's safe. Safe.
Well, we got the vector in there, so that kind of already was a crap ton of safety. Okay,
I mean, safe in the sense that,
it's not
you
gonna
guys
rig
are
to
safe
explode or
on the
anything.
vector.
Okay, so it's not rigged to explode, not rigged to make
Yeah.
siren go
We're
off.
also
No,
dealing with
it's
the
not
vector
rigged to
here.
murder you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
it's not
so-
going to murder you, is what I'm saying.
Okay, so yeah, everyone with a suppressed weapon just kind of get around the back. We'll pop the hatchback and just basically cold shot, open fire on the thing's head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, hurry up.
I
Pretty much.
open the trunk.
Okay. So now everybody gets to roll initiative.
Well, we don't get a surprise round shot.
No, it's aware of you. It's a casualty. Rather, it's a vector.
Okay,
So
actually,
it
probably should have asked
it's
if it was in
it's
2-4.
aware.
Yeah, probably.
It can act, Seawolf. It can act. It can move.
Yeah,
it can run.
We
it
probably
can
should have also
jump.
checked to see if it was in 2-4.
No, it's a vector.
Vectors are never in torpor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it will go into torpor eventually. Everybody roll a d10. Yay, roll a
3.
d10.
Nope.
And then just oh hey, Sven's first up. Okay. What's yours? Okay, so Ty and Sven are going to go before the vector.
Fuck it.
Yay. Ty, Sven, shoot it. It's going to try and nibble on you as it lunges.
Even though I thought it was in its seatbelt, so it would be quite a distance away. Like, I'm thinking like station wagon type thing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's gonna take time to get out of that, so we
Yeah.
might get one round to pop it. So yeah.
That's why you guys get to roll the initiative, because it has.
Oh!
That's a crit. Ooh, that's good.
I think Sven just blew its head off. I missed
I
horribly.
missed what,
So Blue misses his shot, blasting into the thing, blowing off its seatbelt.
Oh come on, there'd be a critical failure.
That can still happen.
Unless, Ty uses a flip.
That could help. He could use a will to flip it. There's nothing stopping him.
I'm guessing the first number is the target.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
So,
these are called shots, remember?
Then doesn't hit it in the head. That's a crit, which means it's going to fuck up its limbs. So he just blows it in the legs. So as it's crawling, leaping out, Sven's shot blasts one of its legs as it's basically crawling over the chairs to get to you, ripping out the seatbelt as Ty blasts the seatbelt off further. Rage and whatnot, and muscular control basically
Disabled. Yeah.
there's no limiters in place. So, muscles tear and splinter. He blows out the knee and the thing. So the good news is you blew out its knee, so it's going to be not as good at chasing you. And it's going to bite somebody. Okay.
Here's the
so
thing, I'm right at the door, so if this ain't probably going to be me.
Yes, probably you.
Yep.
But, there's other people to munch on too, Kiri. Delicious other people. I mean, have you seen your companions? They all look really tasty.
Yep.
Don't worry, Kiri. You could always get new friends. It's fine. New friends will be easier to handle. They won't be scared of the fact that you're constantly going to infect them with a deadly pathogen that will murder them.
So who's it gonna munch on?
I'm just gonna roll. Where is it? Where is it gonna munch? Oh, it's only gonna do 1 damage. So it bites Kiri in the torso. Kiri, it's just latched onto your chest. It's like crunch, munch, munch, munch. It's not that bad actually. It's just
Ow!
hungry.
Ow! Good thing I'm immune. Ow!
Ow!
Yeah, you hear the crunching of things.
I'm doing a call shot to its head with my crossbow.
Good choice. Yeah. So that's your action, and then it'll be.
I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna flip that.
I'm guessing that was 1
Yeah,
killing
you do
damage?
4 yeah, the crossbow bolt goes into its head. So it's now got a crossbow bolt sticking into its head.
Is it still alive?
Oh yeah, it's a vector. It's nasty.
We need to do what 10 lethal to kill it.
Pretty much, kind of, or do an attack that does over half its. So if you'd done a 6 damage to the head, it would have killed it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you kind of fucked it up. Anyways, it's now Kiri's turn. Yay!
Bullet in its head.
Jimbo.
I hope you were doing a headshot.
Yeah, it's called headshot. Did anyone not hear me say that?
Yes, we all
No.
didn't hear you say that.
Yeah.
Well, it's a called headshot. It's going for head.
Yes. Yep. So yeah, you blast in the head and almost miss because it has a +2 speed. But your +2 skill means you win that because 5 beats 4. And yeah, you blast it right in the noggin. And it goes down and you're alive. Yay.
I'm gonna take
I'm just as a safety. I'm taking out my spear and stabbing the head again.
I was gonna
Just
boot.
to be
I was
sure.
gonna boot stomp it.
I've got a spear. Why get your boots dirty?
Good point.
Yeah,
I mean, his boots are already dirty with latent blood
Yeah.
and other things.
Yeah. So I'm going to stab it in the head and say, "Hey, go patch yourself up. That doesn't look good."
Yeah, that was like 1 killing damage, I think.
Yep,
Yeah.
to the torso.
All right.
So it's so it's a very nasty cut.
All right. So
Make a first aid check to patch yourself up.
Yep.
Yeah, you turn it into 1 shock.
all right. Just put some bandages on it, some neosporin. All right. There we go.
And I
It
guess I'm going to
stinks.
do a
Silver coat.
scavenge. Yep, I'm going to have to do a scavenge check for the for my crossbow bolt. See if I can.
Yeah, you.
I thought you said you withdrew it, then
then.
speared it.
No, he still needs to make the check, basically to pull it out safely without it breaking, because it went right into that nice meaty brain.
Yeah, I pull it out just fine.
Yeah.
I'll be pouring bleach all over the thing.
It would have
Yeah.
been hilarious if you crit failed that. You
Yeah.
infect yourself. What? No.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. So I just boot, pull, then just drench the thing in bleach because I guess we're all carrying fuckloads of bleach these days.
Yeah.
No, there's only so much bleach to go around. It's more important at the Enclave. So, you have what you have. Not a lot, but enough to help.
Yeah, enough to do field equipment cleaning.
Well, at the same time, we got 2 hospitals and a medical center on the way, so we'll easily come across a shit ton of that stuff if it's still there.
Yep.
Okay, now let's check that bag. And the
Yep.
journal. Is Doggo still growling?
Doggo has stopped growling now.
Okay.
Doggo paws at the dead body.
Oh dear. I'm going to try and grab the journal and start reading it.
It's a detailed journal from Q-Cell about a job. Yep, and also some bounty. Yep, and you also get 1 doggo.
Okay, so we have
Who
another.
who wants the doggo?
I can have it another dog.
Sven will have 2 dogs.
Soon it's gonna be just spending a ninja dog crew.
Sven is gonna displace Alpha as the #1 dog expert.
Okay.
In the waste.
So, question. The journal.
He's pretty much Kakashi at this point.
Okay. The corpse. The journal. Is that indicating that the corpse there is Q-Cell or somebody who's taking a job from Q-Cell?
That is Q-Cell.
Well, that.
So do we get our rations back?
Let's
No, Doggo had rations.
let's leave him for Doggo.
Yeah, doggo will take rations.
Doggo is happy. Doggo has rations.
Right, and we grab the bag. What's in it?
What's in the bag? It's got bounty. Just some bounty.
Okay, good.
Well, yeah, it's basically just talking about a job, brainstorming for a score, etc. Basically, if you guys want, you can do Q skill score next session. Basically,
Got it. We'll put it on the list of things to do.
Yeah, I think that list is kind of expanding ever so slightly.
What?
I'm gonna check the Ubix net. Which enclave is this person?
Q-Cell?
Yeah.
They're just from around. They go from enclave to enclave. They're a taker that teams up with other takers.
Got it. I'll post on the boards that basically Q-Cell KI went Vector, didn't get treatment in time.
I'll be back.
The sadness is had. Drinks are toasted. People are sad. Somebody kills a baby. That's not really relevant. But you know,
Yeah.
sometimes you just need to sacrifice a baby to the elder gods.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
So,
like
yeah.
you do.
Yep, you may want to train this doggo up to be self-sufficient as well.
Yeah.
What?
Ooh.
No. Why would you want to make the doggo self-sufficient? It's a good doggo.
Ooh, actually, head up, guys. I just zoomed in on our map. There are 3 medical well, one is technically medical offices just across from St. Joseph's, but the Presbyterian is still right there. So, we got 3 potential areas to look for medical supplies.
I mean, it's not wrong.
It just
Yep,
didn't show up
and this doggo has pouches, so this doggo can help carry stuff.
Yep, I'm gonna go put it on Sven's sheet. Sven's got a doggo.
He's got 2 doggos.
They are going to do doggo things to each other.
Making more doggos?
Doggo 1, doggo 2.
Sven's got another doggo that has friendly, and it comes with a harness.
Yep.
Yep. Yay, doggos!
Yeah, I would, Sven, I'd recommend next session, by the end of the session, just spend 2 of your bounty and get this dog trained up so it can be self-sufficient. Otherwise, it's going to drain you of rations.
Yeah.
Also, probably give it hardy so it doesn't die to a 1 bullet.
Yeah.
Doggo doesn't have hardy.
Yep.
He's not as big as doggo as your other dog.
Yep.
He's a smaller sized doggo.
He's a hat doggo. He's a hat doggo. He's
Hat
backpack
doggo?
doggo.
The original doggo is going to train the new doggo. When
All right, kid. I've been here 1 week longer than you, so I know what's going on. These fuckers are crazy.
That's like 7 dog weeks.
Yeah.
The best part is that it still means that that doggo is younger than this doggo.
Yeah.
Because this doggo wasn't a puppy when you guys got it.
Yeah.
It's just smaller. You know,
Yeah,
it's,
but the
it's,
original
it's a
doggo
lab
had
versus a
more
golden
survival
and
training. Thanks
full
to,
size.
thanks to us.
Yay. Living with these takers has aged me. How
I've
old
seen
are
some
you?
shit.
I'm only 17 in dog years. You look like you're 35 in dog years. I
I've
know.
seen some shit. Also,
Yeah.
that one with the crossbow, don't trust him.
Bark, bark, bark. Yeah. Happy doggos.
The doggos use friendly on each other, so they don't ever have stress.
I mean, doggos don't have stress because they get love and affection, and they don't understand these human things like the stress and insanity of seeing another human trying to eat you. They're just like, that's a weird human. You know, the dog's response is, that's a weird human.
Yeah. So I guess we got to move on to the next couple of legs.
Yeah, the second leg. Yeah, you guys are going along. As you're going down the thin streets, you're going along.
Yep,
downtown.
and I updated everybody's map.
Yeah.
Note to self, I really should do that when I find things that might be of use or interest along the way.
As you're doing that, you guys are going along. You see something that really catches your eyes.
What catches our eyes?
You see a wagon being drawn by horses.
Horse-drawn wagon.
Yep.
Okay.
The horse is armored.
Smart move.
There's a guy tending to the horse that's leading the wagon / pulling the wagon. There's a woman next to him with a shotgun.
Got it. So just kind of people moving around. Smart idea. You know, doing an armored horse-drawn wagon. That's a
crap ton of ability to move stuff.
Somewhat. Remember, the horse can only transport so much, especially when they're armored themselves.
More than we could.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
really.
I guess we'll just kind of walk up. You know, try not to be threatening, but
Try to keep as visible as possible.
I'll just kind of walk up and go, hello.
And as you get close, you can see this little girl dangling off the back, playing with some dolls.
Aw, adorable.
She hisses at you. Oh god, she's a demon. Why are all children demons?
God damn it! Another exorcism.
Yep, then
It's
I'll go.
fine.
I'll go up to the guy tending the horse. Go. Well, hello.
Yep. Yeah. He looks at you and says, "Hello there. Yeah. What can I do for you?"
Just curious what you guys are going through this, going through this area.
Oh, we need to go someplace with bounty to get, man.
Ah, quite a few jobs around here.
We're not a taker crew. We need to find something that,
Ah,
More stable.
yes, one that, and two something that can handle us. Yep.
Well.
Oh yeah. Also, the little girl's got black veins all over her face.
Eh.
latent.
I take my mask off.
She waves at you. Hi, mister. You look like me.
Yeah. Yep, you did.
You're a nerd.
Look, Warhammer 40,000 is a really good hobby, but my god, is it pricey!
Nerd.
Yeah, and I bet you're into, like, Pathfinder.
No, Roll Master.
Which edition?
Does it really matter? They're all the same.
Yeah, we're basically having a nerd off. You guys can keep going with whatever you're doing.
He's nerding off with the 8-year-old.
I'll talk with them and say I'm in. Which enclaves have you got? Are you coming from? Are you coming from outside the area?
Outside the area. We had to sell everything to get some suppression.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I do know that there is labor work out of the Stone Bowls where we're from. We've got fully functioning forges, as well as it's kind of a hub of a lot of scrap. It's a lot of scavengers. So electronics and metals are processed there. So if you got any skills in those areas, you might find some good work there.
Thank you. That's kind of you. Mighty kind. We'll go check it out. Thank you for that.
No problem. Worst case, and also there are some rules for latent. It's one of the more friendly ones overall.
That's really good. Our daughter could use some friends. So does that mean I get to lick people again?
I think we'd all recommend against that.
She's licking Sven.
Yeah.
Just lick Sven.
Okay, stop.
Good thing Sven is immune.
Lick. It's only your
Just stop.
blood that causes the infection. Don't worry. See, you're fine. Does Sven taste like good food is the real question. The answer is yes. Sven tastes like chicken.
Huh.
What
So
is
if this
Sven
one,
taste?
Okay,
so
that's
if this one ever
actually cool.
turns, she's probably going to become one of those ones that actually leads an entire.
She's a little bit too old for that.
Oh, it's even younger than 8. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's what makes them so fucking creepy. Yeah.
They're like what, 6 years old? Is like where you normally see.
Six is basically the cutoff. Yeah. They can. The example image is a toddler, after all. You know,
Ooh,
yeah.
that makes it fucking hard to do.
Yeah. There's a reason why when people talk about them, they're like, it's in hushed tones, because those ones are the ones that kill you to deal with, because it's like, oh, holy shit, what do I do? You know, just like some other things. Anyways, yeah. She smiles happily. Okay, I'll stop. Hi, doggo. Bark. Doggy. Pets the doggy.
2 doggos, actually. Then there's the second doggo that pops up.
Yes. Doggies. Plays with the doggos. Yep. Anyways, yeah. They'll thank you and start heading towards your enclave.
Yep, I'll call ahead to Genie, let him know that they're incoming, that that they're incoming, and we scope
She'll-
out.
She'll tell the Enclave,
Yep,
mark
I-
up, check on your UVIX.
I also would like to use a second one to do a sensitive check, make sure these people seem like they're on the level.
Oh yeah, they're on the level.
Just playing it safe, but I'm not entirely sure. I believe they are, at least.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I believe they are.
Yeah.
But anyways, as you guys are going away, you guys can hear helicopter blades. So all of you can make foresight checks.
If only Uber could be this efficient.
I got no clue.
Push.
No, see, well, you're fine. You're certain it's.
I have some
nothing
idea.
weird.
I don't like this.
Sven, make a foresight check. Hey, yay! Yeah. So you guys all recognize the sound of a DHQS chopper.
Gas sells a
Oh, they're not,
DHQS
they're not
chopper.
even forwarding me warnings about these things anymore.
Yeah. So, but anyways, specifically because these aren't one of the black copters of the DHQS. These are one of the ones that, do scouting runs, and sometimes open fire on members of the Lost.
Mets.
Are they starting to open fire?
No, they're not near you guys. This is the same leg, by the way, your second leg. But you guys know from where their sound is and the foresight, they're going to very quickly run into that family.
I'm
guys,
going to use my favor, and I'm going to use my favor and get in contact with that chopper when I step away, just to do some stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and
Do
guide
I
the-
get through to the pilot?
You can make me a networking check.
As he's doing this, I'm going to try and guide the family into an
I
alley.
I step away.
Yeah, you guys are away
Yep.
from the family. That's what I'm saying. This is
Well,
after you guys
yeah,
walk away from the
Yeah,
family.
this is me kind of stepping away, saying, "Hey, I got to do some scout. I want to check out over there for something." And basically, I go through. So, Genie, get me in contact with local DHQS scouting. Get me the chopper closest to my grid.
Yay! DHQS. Woo woo! Hoorah!
Do I get connected to the helicopter pilot?
Yeah, you get connected to the helicopter pilot.
What is his rank and what is his branch?
Air Force and clearing the loss of dangers.
Yep.
So, and his rank is at least equal to yours.
And I basically go on the line. This is well, he'd have an equivalent rank. He'd be actually. He could actually see a pilot, especially if it's a combat helicopter. They would definitely have one of those.
Yeah,
on board.
it's got guns.
Yeah.
For,
So yeah, he'd probably
shooting
if I had a hazard to guess, he'd probably be equivalent to a captain since I'm a first lieutenant. So yeah, he'd be a captain, I'd be a first lieutenant. My guy pulls up and says, "This is Lieutenant. This is Lieutenant. What is his actual name? Because it's not Donovan. Oh, Isaac. No, not Isaac. Isaac's first name.
Yes.
You wrote down your name and you don't remember it?
I had a name for him, but I can't remember it. William is his first name.
Yeah. I can hear you clearly. What is it, man?
I'm deep cover op. There is a family moving towards Stone Bowl, known location. Please ignore them and do not open fire. They are clear.
I'm gonna need you to give me a call sign for that.
A call sign for what? For the family.
That's gonna be your favor for the session.
Yeah. Basically, I'm making sure that
you call in your
Yeah.
favor.
Yeah.
So you throw in an Air Force call sign.
Yeah. No, I would throw in my Navy. I would throw in my undercover call sign so you can verify that I'm DHQS.
Yeah. You do that, and then after a bit, he's like,
Yeah.
Alrighty then, we won't be opening fire on them.
Just leave them alone. Let them be. Leave them on devices. It's a family. They're not going to hurt anyone.
Mm-hmm. Not gonna hurt anyone. Lead you loud and clear. Don't worry. We won't open fire on them at all. You can trust us. Yep. Anyways, yeah.
I'll have Jeannie make sure. I'll have Jeannie keep tapped into the Air Force feeds, make sure she doesn't hear anything about a covered wagon getting shot.
Yep. Anyways, so yeah, yeah. Anyways, yeah. You guys are walking along, moving along. Yeah. The helicopter pulls back. Man, you guys could have gotten two vials of suppression had you let them murder the family. 2 whole vials of
No!
suppression.
No.
But 2 vials of suppression, that's 12 bounty.
We have enough, thank you very much. Moving on.
Yeah, being moral, I guess. Being moral.
Oh,
has a-
also, his
Plus,
call
Ty's
sign-
like a sign away from going crazy.
I've actually come up with call sign. This is it would be bighorn because the state animal is bighorn sheep.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. You guys are just sitting there, and you're alive, and you're doing well, and there's no corpses on your.
Yep.
Anyways, you guys are all going to make self-control checks.
Because of
Why?
Well, the reason for them is because until they basically go to check on the family, they didn't realize the family was going to, be okay.
Well,
Yeah.
do I need to make one since I got through to them?
Well, you do too, because you're like, okay, Otto, did I get through in time? Because you didn't hear any
yeah.
gunfire over the helicopter. So you're a bit worried too, as you basically pull out your binoculars to check on the family to see if they're okay, and you're like, oh, yay!
I'm going, okay. I got through to them on time. I didn't hear gunfire. They should be fine.
Yay! Everybody's doing okay. Yeah, no stress for anybody.
Yep.
Wait, hold it.
Jimbo's still
Jimbo.
nerding off.
Don't worry, Jimbo. I believe in you. You're not going to fail this. You're a strong-willed person. Yeah, see, you're all fine. You're all fine. You all handled the fact that you almost all heard. You almost all got to, loot some bodies. Yay, loot!
My character would never think of doing that. He would actually think, these are their possessions. Let's at least, give them a Viking funeral with all their stuff. At the very
Would
least,
have been the cart and the horse. They have.
Well, the
that.
horse
They
would have
have
been dead. The horse would have been dead. We would have had horse meat on our hands, assuming it wasn't shredded by 50 cal and sin.
Actually, no. The fun fact is, I rolled the check to see if they're actually going to be doing the fire test today, because you do a GM roll for that, but you also do a GM roll to see if the horse survives.
Uh-huh.
The horse would have lived.
But the family would have been dead.
Yeah. So you would have had a bunch of human meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think you all agree that was a good call.
Yeah. Pretty.
and we don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Well, Ty might
Blue
have
does.
an inkling. Ty might know what he's up to. Jeannie's probably fist bumping the air going, yeah, I got through in time.
All right, what do we got for horses?
Yay! And the horse is just being a horse.
Horsey horse.
Horse. Yeah, but they have 2 doses of suppression for themselves in case they get turned. Or maybe it's to turn some friends for their daughter.
She'll find some friends in the Stone Bowl.
I'm sure there are other latent kids in the Stone Bowl, right?
I mean, yes, there are.
Yeah. So and the Stone Bowl is more tolerant than most when it comes to latent.
Yeah, I'm just making a joke of like, they're going to turn other children into latent. Ooh.
Maybe some effed up one will do that, but not this one.
I mean, that to be fair, that is an actual cult in the Lost. They believe that latents are the divine people, and the Blight's divine, so making people in the latents is the way to go.
Yeah. We have 1 dosage of suppressant. I know that much.
Yep. So if you were Sven goes, or you were Blue goes now, because Sven's immune. Sven's immune.
I never told anyone that at all. If any of them knows, it's because Sven decided to tell them.
I mean, Sven knows.
Well, yeah, obviously
I'm not
Sven
saying out of
knows.
I'm not saying in character. anyways, you guys are going along on your day. Anyways, you guys are, excuse me, crossing a bridge. Excuse me. As you're crossing this bridge, you notice there's a lot of uh, what are definitely were casualties that are now dead just on the bridge.
Hmm.
Just dead casualties on the bridge. They have kind of a purplish tinge to their skin. They don't look very healthy, obviously, because dead. But more so than normal. It's very quiet as always because there's no sound except for the sound of the guns or the stomping of people running away from some horrible fate. And you can just hear the rustle of the wind on the leaves of the trees as you're crossing this bridge going through. Quiet.
I don't
Was
like
it,
this one second.
I'm not liking this.
Well, no one likes the lack of sound. It's what makes part of the life.
Foresight check.
Yeah,
Damn
foresight
it.
check. Yeah, you can make a foresight check. Someone else can also
Foresight. Nope.
Yay! Yay!
Jimbo's got it.
Jimbo, you're wondering. This is really odd. I mean, there's all these casualties around, but why do they all look like they've been asphyxiated? Oh,
I
Jimbo, as you're thinking about, why would a bunch of casualties look like they've been asphyxiated to death? As you're pondering that, as that thought crosses through your head, as that inkling of thought crosses through your head,
Fall back. Fall back. Fall back.
as you go to shout it to your friends, make me a what check do you think should be used for this, Jimbo, for alerting your friends to the danger?
indicating there's possibly poison gas. Are gonna go with medical because poison gas. Because 8's also my highest check. I'm gonna try and think. Okay, we got some possible poison gas coming. Let's get the F out of here.
Yep. Fall back. Fall back. Gas attack.
Okay.
I'm already 10. I'm already 10.
So Jimbo is able to shouts out basically the issue. As he shouts that out, you guys can of course hear it. So you guys are now alerted to the problem.
We're falling back from the area. Fall back. Find a different path.
Oh, we're gonna go to
Clearly,
that.
apparently, the drunk
So,
one. according to the
what about
notice.
Ty? Ty, did you pass the foresight check? No. Okay, let's see. That means okay. So, Jimbo, who are you shouting at first? Blue or Will?
Well, also Sven passed it too, so he might be able to warn the
Yeah.
Yes, Sven can also roll.
Sven did roll. He succeeded.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that he can also roll a check to try and alert people.
I'm going to try and alert.
Persuasion, yeah. You guys, the two of you that passed can basically roll persuasion to try and alert your friends.
Well, didn't Jimbo use medical knowledge?
I mean, to be fair, I'm going to let the medical knowledge one apply too. But the point is, Sven can also make a check.
Yeah.
So, that can help.
I'll be warning Seawall, because he's probably the closest to me.
Not your good buddy?
I don't know.
So he.
Chances
Blue
are
and-
I've been back somewhere, so.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I'm just waiting for that roll from Sven. I.e. Jimbo. Don't worry, Jimbo. The worst thing that could happen is you fail.
What's your roll?
And someone gets a mouthful of Zyklon B.
It's up to you. What do you think would help you alert everybody that things are going to, or rather, what do you think would alert Blue that things are about to get hairy?
That is.
Mm,
Hmm.
I know it's a hard choice. Don't worry about it. Just make me a roll. That's the more.
Perception.
Yeah.
Well, patience.
Okay.
Perception.
Don't worry, Blue. What's the? Yeah, persuasion. That works. Blue, you get it. Yay! You hear them
Yay.
shouting. Blue,
Wow,
you
Sven's
get-
almost as good as persuasion as I am.
Yay! Okay, so then, okay. I want everybody to roll a body resistance check. As you're
That
running
is.
away.
What do we roll for that? Just flat 2d20?
It's the same as any other check. The skill resistance.
Oh, skill resistance. Okay.
Yeah, yep, I got one. I got it too.
Okay. Just we never use that skill really, ever. So.
Oh, I fail. GM generally rolls it in secret.
It's
That's
generally what you roll for
because that's
infections.
Yeah.
Flip it because that's a horrible
Yeah.
roll.
Resistance.
Okay.
Yeah, with how bad I'm gonna use my last will to flip mine as well. So yeah, I push myself to go harder.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You've already used the will?
Yeah, he used the will earlier.
yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna use my last will.
He flipped it for something important. But yeah, you make it. And
Sven, are
As
you
you
gonna
guys
flip
get out-
yours?
yeah,
Yes.
don't worry. Okay, Sven doesn't flip. Sven flips it. And
Yes.
you guys rush out, and you guys can navigate around, and you just go around. And you're like, you don't know exactly what it was, but there was definitely some nasty gas there that would have done the lot of
So
you in.
what? So what? Some burning eyes and some nasty coughing after we get clear.
No. More like as you're going away, you're all panting, collecting yourself, and then as you're all figuring out what the fuck that could have caused that, one of you goes, "Wait, I know what that was," and then you're like, "Oh yeah."
Could we use my previous medical roll for that to indicate exactly what it was?
Oh yeah. You know, that's what I was about to say. That's why you were shouting for people to get away.
What is it?
Oh, it was just an aberrant.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're
Ooh.
fine. Yeah. Don't worry.
Oh, it was an aerosol, wasn't it?
Maybe.
Yeah. You better check us. Make sure we're not infected.
Okay. Alright, checking people for health.
Yep. So I think that would probably be what blue. Yeah, you'll check blue first. I'll go. I'll be the last one checked.
By the way, the resistance check was basically for not suffocating as you're running away. Because you're trying to get outside the aerosol's area of effect.
Yeah.
you
Is it?
basically- Yeah,
yeah.
you because
Anyone
you passed,
affected?
Yeah. Because you passed, you didn't need to make a check. To
I raised my
affect the
hand
area,
about being
besides, of
infected.
course, the resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, everyone knows you're infected.
So
So yeah, he makes both first aid checks.
Yep.
So are you ready for the good news or the bad news?
yes.
Let's go with the good news.
Yay! Okay, so the good news is because you made the check, you were able to alert everybody so you could get them away safely from the danger. So you didn't need to make any athletics checks to run, and you only need to make one endurance check. So the good news is, i.e., the resistance. So the good news is that, the people that weren't able to be infected are okay. So Sven's okay, you're okay, Kiri, and as you're checking over Blue and your buddy Will, you're like, oh yeah, these guys are okay too. Yay!
Okay, so they're
nobody
not infected. Okay.
Yes. No infection.
Well, bad news is you're going to be pissing kidney stones for the next 2 weeks, so it's going to be very, very painful to piss.
Oh, they're not going to be pissing kidney stones.
Okay, so what's... Okay, good news, guys. You're not infected. Bad news?
Yay. Oh, the bad news? Well, it just takes a bit of time to get around. You know, it adds a few hours, not a full day. And, well, there's an aberrant somewhere in all those cars.
Yeah, we're gonna mark that. I'm gonna mark that region as we go around it for the whatever the aerosol symbol is, and I'm going to basically send the ping out. Hey, we got an aerosol here. We need a. If you're going
Light it
through,
up.
make sure you light it up or gas masks.
Gas mask would help. Yeah. The resistance check was basically not to faint because it makes aerosolized gas. It would have been hilarious if one of you fainted, because then you would have been like, "Hey, you're definitely going to be infected after that, because you'll be fainted and someone's going to have to drag you out through all that noxious fumes." That would have been funny,
Wait, even the immune?
except the immune
It would
and
be.
the latent.
Would be fine.
Because those two would have been like, "Oh, I fainted because..." Well, actually, they are immune to the noxious gas.
Yeah.
So
Oh
they
my...
wouldn't have even
Yeah.
fainted.
It would have been like, oh, good God, did somebody open up a can of Stroming? Oh, my mask does not filter smells that good. Must upgrade when I get home. Must tinker.
Yay!
Maybe add some
Yay,
flowers
you
and
did that
lilacs.
55 finally.
Add some lilacs inside my mask.
Yay!
So yeah, we're a little tired. We're a little tired at the end of the day.
Yep. And now on to your, now you're on to your fourth leg. Boo-boo. Hey guys, roll me a black die. I.e., roll me 1d10.
Everybody or just one?
And speed. Everybody.
9.
Okay. So who rolled the
We're
lowest?
We're waiting for Kiri. Kiri, roll a d10.
It rolled
I thought he did.
No, he did. It just got grouped in the others.
There we go.
We
I
got.
see it, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So Ty is definitely the lowest. Yay, blue! Blue!
What is it?
Yay! Okay, so you guys are all watching as Blue is walking along, and so you all watch as Blue and you are all walking together as friends are. You're all happy can be. Smiles are happening, and then you all watch as Blue slips and falls out of view.
Go to the position where you last was, being very careful. Blue,
Yeah,
okay?
I shine a flashlight down the hole.
Yeah, you can see Blue. Blue has landed in what looks like some sort of hydroponics lab.
Blue.
Shit, get some rope.
I take a rope.
Boy, help!
I grab some rope. Is there something to tie it the rope to? That would be like a lamppost or something.
The donkey could probably hold his weight.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. Oh, by the by, you are fallen into, so technically accidentally broken into a farm of some sort / hydroponics lab.
Wait a second, guys.
Not the worst thing.
Before you pull me up, I want to take a look.
Do you have a flashlight?
It's a hydroponic lab. There's going to be plenty of light.
Yeah. There's
So
plenty of light down there.
Scavenger shook.
Oh, speaking of which,
Oh, come on.
You got Will, you can flip it.
speaking of which, Blue also takes 2 shock to both his legs because falling down the hole.
Ouchie.
Yeah.
I fell off with it, even though.
Yeah. Blue's like, ow, my legs.
Oh.
Yay.
Let me
Yeah,
see what I can scavenge.
Yeah, so you're scavenging around. Ooh.
I flipped it. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
okay.
flipped it.
Oh, darn it. That would have been way funnier. Okay.
What
yeah.
would have happened if he did not
I'll
flip?
tell you after
What
you
would
do
have
the-
happened?
I'll tell you after the leg.
Alright.
Yeah. You, Blue, you can refresh your rations.
Sweet. Hey, some rations down here.
Yeah, it's fruit. You have food. You're able to fully refresh one person's rations. So Blue's rations go, since he's the one down there, they go from being wherever they were to full. Yay!
All right, now send the rope down
Yay!
and pull me
So,
up. My legs are.
Blue gets a snack,
sore.
basically.
Yeah.
Not the
Oh,
worst thing that could have happened.
yeah,
Okay.
It's definitely not the worst thing that could have happened.
All right, I tie rope around Drunky. I grab rope.
Yeah.
So we all also grab the rope as well and
Yep.
throw it down.
Have the drunkie back up a little bit to lower the climbing distance.
Yeah, that will help.
And then what was it? Once he gets up to that lip where to the side of the nose, Sven and I will kind of grab the back of his backpack and drag him out of the hole completely.
Yeah. Yeah, that will work.
Uh,
And there. Yeah, you guys are
Question.
able to start dragging him out. You guys can make some athletics checks to help. Because, it's still work. It takes effort.
Yep.
The worst thing that can happen is you drop Blue. I mean, and Blue can take it. He's a big guy.
Whoops, sorry, there should be a +1, but doesn't matter.
Well, Jimbo, were you the other person helping with the athletics?
I thought all of us were helping, along with the
Yeah, you
Drunky.
can help too. Yeah.
I can help.
Jimbo's helping. Jimbo. Okay, so, yeah, you're pulled up to safety, Blue. Yay!
Yeah, and you feel, on the back, you feel you can kind of be grabbed by your backpack and pulled up as once we get to the lip, good old your very good friend Will comes up, grabs the back of your bag, and drags you to safety.
Good / friend are in air quotes. In his version of events.
Well, that was interesting and scary.
What are you talking about? Oh, speaking of which, yeah, you guys are out, and yeah, you get some fruit. Yay, and you can share some fruit with people. It doesn't give you any refresh for the other people, but,
Something other
You
than
get to share.
rations.
I mean, pretty much, yeah. You get to share some fruit. It makes you all feel better.
And one person for you, and two for me, and one for you, and two for me.
And one for you, and two for
None for Will.
and one for Will, because
None for Will. None for Will.
Are you sure?
yeah, Will doesn't
He's
want
fine.
any DHQS fruit. It's got trackers in it, man.
The chemicals in it, man.
47.
There are chemicals in it, man. It'll turn him gay.
Nah, he's just not hungry right now.
Yep, yep. Anyways, yay! Oh, yeah. So, Ty, you came to safety. Yay! You made it out alive.
Ooh.
So now the question of the day: what would happen if I didn't flip it?
You would have tripped over some wires or fencing and then taken another shock to your legs
Ouch!
and destroyed some of the fruit, so you wouldn't have been able to get a refresh. Basically, you would have fallen face first onto the fruit.
Ah,
And if you crit failed, you would have accidentally activated the self-destruct system.
No, just the punch droid. Just the punch droid. Don't worry, it's fine. You
oh
guys have taken
boy.
out one punch droid before.
Yeah,
It
as
was
a
da-
team.
It was damaged, and I had the override code.
And we had to enlist the aid of a bunch of casualties to help.
plus is as a team. I'll be fine to punch for 1-on-1.
And this is an undamaged one.
Oh, what? You guys can take it. I believe in you. You guys can take on one punch droid. You know what? Let's make it 3 punch droids next time I make you guys fight some punch droids.
Sure. Can we have some armor-piercing anti-tank rockets with the skills to use them as well?
Plus
Yes.
chain guns, just because.
Yes. Just spend the
Just
bounty to
because
get them.
chain guns.
No. You have to give them to us if you want us to fight this. We have them and the skills to use them.
I mean, I can't do that. See, well, that'd be cheating. Oh yeah. By the way, oh yeah. So you guys on your fifth leg, you're like, hey. You're also realizing that you haven't got a lot of money for this job. You're starting to realize that this job it's going to give you some rep, but it's not going to pay out very well.
Hence, why do you think
Well,
I marked
as lo- as
locations?
Yep. Well, as long as we get enough to cover expenses, we can kind of go for a rep one.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, hey, also you guys can basically use this. If you want, you can basically do a second job and go for those hospitals.
Yeah, there's also the
I would-
bicycle cafe there as well, which actually is a mechanic place as well, where they do repairs for
Hey.
bikes.
Hey, well, let's see if we can't find those bikes and actually ride back in style.
They're like bicycles, not motorcycles.
Bicycles, yeah, we'll ride
Yep.
back in style on bicycles.
Bicycles are still really nice, Kiri.
I know they're quiet,
Hey.
for one.
Yeah. For one, there's that. Two, they let you carry more hull.
Well, if you get the sandbags upgrade.
I don't know. I've seen pictures of guys in Vietnam who basically have overloaded to the point where it looks like the amount you'd fit into an 18-wheeler onto a bike. I mean, they just got to use a stick to keep the steering going, but other than that, it's pretty good.
Yep. Also, another thing you can get on a bicycle, +1 refresh.
Bikes are nice.
Mm-hmm. Hence, I marked it down. The joy of using Google Maps with these things, because at the very least, I imagine the item does not exist in game, but I imagine we have maps of the city. So
I mean, you've been living here for the last 5 years, so...
So yeah, he's marking down
Yeah.
points of interest, like
I've
along the
been
way.
here for a couple of years. I was airdropped in,
Yeah,
but I was
mean,
given briefings with satellite maps. So
Hey, yeah, but yeah, you guys are walking along, and you see some large army-style trucks parked in a circle.
Ooh. Do we
But
hear
speak-
anything?
You notice a mob of casualties coming out of one of the trucks.
how many are we looking at?
A mob?
At least one, maybe up to 4 mobs of casualties. They're coming out of the trucks. But yeah, you can see them coming towards you guys.
Move. Running time.
Scoot, scoot, scoot.
Already gone.
Yeah, you're just gonna avoid them.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're just gonna avoid them.
Yeah.
Yeah, swiggity booty. I don't want them after my booty.
You guys can take them.
How much is in a mob?
Well, a mob kit is at least 1 casualty. So there's up to 10. So there's between 4 and 40. Let me roll so you know exactly how many.
Yeah.
There's a difference between
There's
you
only
take them
33 of them.
and you want to.
Yeah, no. If it was like 7 or 8, I think we could. Yeah, we could take the risk. But 33, no. We need a firing line to deal with that.
Firing.
Fine.
Aha. Do you have a chain gun around here? No. Okay.
As I said, firing
Okay.
line. If you got several people with full auto rifles, you could probably take that thing down pretty quickly.
That's
Like I said, chain gun.
yeah. So you
Nope,
guys
okay,
can
I'm
all make
moving
athletics
around.
checks to start running / avoiding.
I make it barely.
What check did you need to make? Athletics?
Athletics.
I'm gonna need to use a refresh to reset my charges.
Do I want to flip on that?
Like I said, I was just yawning and like, you're still down there? I already ran.
Oh. Flip.
Yay! Yay! Yeah! Oh, you guys all run away safely. You run away, Sir Robin. Sir Robin bravely ran away.
Yep,
Hey,
we ran.
Discretion is the better part of valor.
Yep. So that was your so let's see, that was your 5th leg. You have 2 more legs left.
Yep.
You could do a scene of you guys talking, etc. if you want to just, or you could go for more scenes in the loss. Hope to get some money out of this. Some good money. Some good money.
I think we
Anyways.
should do just a quiet scene.
Yeah, one quiet scene.
Yes. Yeah.
Everyone was just saying they are campfire one day.
Anyways, we'll do that next. But first up, that will be your next leg, your last leg, before you get to your job site,
Yep.
which is just dropping off the mortars
Yep.
for
Yep.
people to pick up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you've made it over there. They're gonna go hunt elephants with those mortars. Delicious
Okay.
elephant meat. Anyways, you guys are going along. You're like, hey, we went from army to hey, there's a National Guard outpost with a watchtower.
Let's get into that watchtower before we try and do anything else.
Do we
Scout the
see?
area.
Do we see anyone in the watchtower?
Binoculars? Who's got the best awareness? I've got a 2.
I have the binoculars.
I've got an awareness of 2. Would you mind lending me those?
I have 1.
They're his binoculars. He rolls it. Go Ty, roll. Or Sven, roll. Jim Pan or
Oh,
Ty.
really?
Well, Sven, roll.
I crit success. Looking at it without binoculars.
Yes. Okay. You know what you see, Seawolf? You see the most beautiful thing. Nothing.
So it's empty.
Yeah, that's why I said it's the most beautiful thing.
Yeah, let's go into the watchtower. Might be able to find.
Okay, question. Around the National Guard base, is there like a wall, like chain link fence type, or like an actual
It's not a
physical
base,
wall?
It's a outpost.
Okay, an outpost.
Yeah.
So like,
quarantine probably back, 5 years ago.
Kai
Yeah.
used this chuck to look from the guard tower to the rest of the base.
Oh yeah, well you're
Yeah.
looking around at the watchtower. As you guys are coming up, you're like, oh, there were definitely casualties here at some point, but they're all gone now.
Yep.
So that's the very
Oh.
first thing that fills you with delight and safety. There are
Well, it looks like a war zone, but thankfully the war is already over.
Well, there's
the
no.
big
You can
guard.
tell there were casualties here because you can see little stains and things. They were definitely cleaned up. Bodies were burned. There's some metal barricades, sandbag fortifications. As you climb up, you can see out the next leg of your journey. And somebody can make a scavenge check.
that'd be you because you got +3, I think, Ty.
I've got a +2 if I use my Uvix. He succeeds.
And Ty, you find a mortar launcher.
A working mortar.
Yes.
We're selling that back at our place. That's got to be worth a hell of a lot.
Okay. Yep. You're just gonna drag that mortar with you.
Yep. Question, like, as we're okay, so we dropped off our stuff. We're on our way back. We come across the outpost. By chance, did we pass the bicycle cafe or not yet?
So to answer that, you guys can hit up the basically hospitals as a secondary job along the way back.
Yeah, we'll hit up the hospitals on the way back.
So that's how we'll handle that.
I know. I'm just wondering, like, how far back we've gone. Like, we've delivered the goods, so I was just wondering how far back we
we'll
went.
do that after we deliver the goods. Because you're delivering the goods, but first up, you guys are all chumming together. You've made it to your next look. You made it to your final leg. And Kiri, roll me a d10.
Not good.
Okay,
Or very
one.
good.
So who are you talking to, Kiri? For your vignette.
I will talk to the seawall.
Yay! You're talking to CEO. Okay, so Will, he's talking to you.
Got it.
Yeah, he's talking about the THQS.
Wait, seriously?
Yes. And Seawall.
And knowing my luck, I currently have I have Genie observing me as well as my commanding officer. Knowing my
Yay! 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 Luck has nothing to do with it, Seawall. Pain and suffering has everything to do with it.
Yep.
So you can roll, yeah. Yeah, but you can roll me a, well, you know, either a D10 to determine how you respond, or you can just respond and play it out. Because he's mentioned the DHQS.
Because he's saying about it, that's the big question. If he's just like saying,
Yeah.
yeah, the DHQ, if it's just
It's
kind
more
of
like-
generic stuff.
Kind of more like
he's Kiri, give me another D10 roll. What's that? Ooh, 6. You're asking Will questions about the DHQS.
I didn't want to do that.
What kind? Yep, you're asking questions, and go ahead and ask him, boy. I'll do what I can.
Come on,
Since
Kiri,
you served in the
why did you
military,
ca-
what
why
exactly?
did you care to asking your buddy about the DHQS?
Hey, Will, why exactly do you think that guy was shooting at us? Why do you think we were DHQS? Is it just because like you and Blue are part of the military?
Well, Blue's was never part of the military. He was dating someone in the military. Maybe it's my military history. Maybe it's the guy is fucking nuts. I mean, he rigged a radio to explode. You remember that part?
Oh, very much so. I remember that.
You
Crazy
still,
dedicated.
You still see the path. Yeah. Look, there are a lot of crazy people that are that are seeing DHQS everywhere.
Yeah.
It's an insane position to take. Yes, the DHQS does do patrols. We've seen them. We've seen the helicopter.
Yeah.
They've got the punch bots.
Doesn't help that they basically will take anybody in from any branch.
What's happened? Half the landmass is gone. Most of the world's been shot to hell. What do you expect?
Yeah.
They're responding in what ways they can to try and keep what order they can.
Yeah.
Mistakes have been made. I think everyone will admit mistakes have been made.
Oh yeah.
But saying that you need to burn everything to the ground, what's that going to accomplish but more pain and suffering?
Pretty much. Though, I am at least curious about one thing. Like, you are a military, obviously, so you probably have better access to, like, records than a civvy like me would. Just, like, what exactly crazy shit have they been doing? And here's the thing, that's actually a legit question someone might ask somebody, because, outsider knowledge, asking somebody who's inside, they can theoretically make shit up without me knowing.
Look, I can't really say for certain. I was just a pencil pusher in the Navy.
Okay.
Do I need to roll bullshit? Because I actually know things. Do I need to roll my bullshit check? Roll my bullshit check.
Yes. Kiri, you can roll a sensitivity check. Both of you do it as GM rolls to me. So do /WGM. You know, yay.
Slash what?
/WGM. If you do /WGM, it will, and then do you type it GM, put a space between the W and the GM, and then you type in 2d10, standard roll. It'll roll it to me. So only I and you can see it.
It's GM roll. It's /GM roll.
Yeah, GM roll specifically. But yeah, so roll. So do GM roll. Seawall
Yep.
and
Yep.
I'm having trouble with that.
Don't worry, Kiri. We got time.
No, that didn't work.
No. /W.
No /GM roll.
Or /GM roll.
That is the best way to do it. Trust me.
Yeah, or /GM roll.
Yeah, /GM roll.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. You don't know Jimbo. Doesn't seem trustful, but then he's your buddy Will, so it's hard.
I'll give him benefit of the
Maybe.
doubt.
Maybe you just don't know. You're, and that's the thing that is nicking at the back of your mind. Just
I
don't.
think I know my personality better. Mine is like, okay, there's probably some really freaky shit he saw. Doesn't want to talk about. So fair enough. I'll let him keep his secrets. Let him keep the nightmares to himself.
Yay, nightmares!
So basically, he's giving him benefit of the
Just
doubt.
never mention Corpus Christi and we'll be fine.
Hey,
Man.
have you guys heard the news about Corpus Christi? The DHQS is releasing a music video based around it. What? Music? What? It just cuts to the DHQS like mowing down. The DHQS has turned it into a propaganda thing about how to mow down civilians. What? That isn't even close remotely to what happened. What is this?
What actually happened at a Corpus Christi? The civilians kicked down the gate, and let the casualties in.
That's what you say happened.
I was fucking there.
That's what you say happened. The civilians tell a different story, and the DHQS are very clearly pandering to their audience.
Okay, I'll trust you on this, Swell. I mean, loose lips sink ships and all that. Probably some people that may have mentioned some things, so I'll let you keep the nightmares to yourself. Assuming that shit actually happened and it's not just some idiot recruit just trying to
There's
drum
probably
up shit.
somebody saying, "Take him out back and kill him. He knows too much." That text message goes on my fucking glass.
Kill him. He knows too much. Aim for his head. Shoot him. Shoot
At this rate, by the time
Shoot her.
by the time the game's over, I think everyone's gonna be a DHQS target.
You're either gonna be a target or you're gonna be a willing asset. One of the two.
Shoot her.
Hey, if helping the DHQS helps his sister, he'll do so. No problems asked.
Don't mention that when Will is connected to his superiors. They will use that against you.
It's true.
Hence why I said
Yeah.
that. Hence I was saying that out of
Yeah.
character.
Yeah, they'll have you experiment. They'll have you They'll have you vivisect.
No, they're not
they'll
going to
have you
vivisect
vivisect people.
Latent. He's not useful for anything.
No, they'll have him vivisecting the latents.
I mean, yes, that's what they'll have him doing.
Yeah.
They'll have him vivisecting immunes because they're trying to make a better version of the suppression drug. But to be fair, they're not doing it with every immune. See,
Yeah.
the thing is, they've basically got a few
Yep.
immunes that they basically are constantly poking and prodding to see how
Yeah.
it works. So you
Probably criminals. To be honest, they probably use criminals for the optic.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, you could. They also have K around. You can still talk to K. The guy that they use to make the suppression formula from. You could talk to him.
Did he escape?
No, he's still in DHQS territory with them, and kind of not the most mentally healthy because he was an immune who they made a latent because they were trying to find a cure.
So he's
Remember.
both at once.
Well, more like they realized, oh, hey, he's immune to the virus. Okay, let's figure out how. So they took out samples of his various organs, bone marrow. Oh, it's his bone marrow. Okay, well, let's start harvesting bone marrow of other people like him. Yeah, sure. Can we? And then they figured out a blood test to test him. Then they decided, okay, so we have this already basically half mangled, half dead guy. Let's test the suppression agent that we just made using his bone marrow on him. Yay. Yay. And he was in the letter K group.
That means there were several other groups that didn't quite make it.
Well, there were several other groups that had no immunes in them, is basically the big thing. And because there was no immunes, they just kept testing new ways until they found one that worked.
Why is splitting the Splatoon after suspension storyline?
Don't worry, guys. It's fine. You can always clean up the corpse blood later.
Yep.
Yeah, you just gotta remember horrific things.
Yeah. Genie probably feigns a loss of connection signal. when the whole "kill him now, he knows too much" comes through the lines.
I mean, he doesn't know too much yet.
He actually doesn't.
He's curious. He's curious.
I mean, yeah, no. Their response to the curiosity is that you just hear a click. Take him down first. Take him down first. So you now
Yeah.
know who you need to shoot first when things go
Yeah.
badly.
Is that the C? Is that is that this? My character just kind of quietly types without anyone noticing. Is that the CIA guy to message you?
Shh. No, it's not.
Which one is it then? It's this. Which one is it?
I don't know. Do you think I just keep track of every person's that has our number and can contact us at will?
We were in a meeting. You should know who is who in the meeting.
I should know who's who in the meeting. When? When did that become my job?
You're the analyst.
Yeah, I analyze.
This was so much easier when I was on. This was. I'm not gonna lie. This was a little bit easier on my own.
You're just saying that because you want to blame me for your misdeeds and your failings.
No, I blame myself for those.
I blame you too.
You're sweet.
I love you too.
No response to that one.
If you don't respond soon, I'm going to take apart your GI Joes. Or whatever thing that he carries that he's got a nerd obsession with.
To be honest, he probably doesn't have much. I mean, he's deep cover, so anything valuable he would have left in the DHQS.
I mean, he's got something to keep his mind off things.
Oh, he's probably thinking of trying how to fuck over like Jimbo's Warhammer 40,000 miniature collection.
No. You know what? Let's see. Based on my character's skills,
You secretly found out
you
that
know what?
that Blues has a Magic the Gathering collection.
You know what? He might actually have. He might actually have a kind of a lucky item that he's since left in her care. It's something superstitious. I'm thinking it's a bullet that he dug out of his armor a while back.
I will eat the bullet.
Don't you dare!
What are you gonna do if I eat it?
Well, probably have to take you to the hospital where they're gonna have to find a way to.
Remove a bullet because I ate it?
Yeah, it's probably gonna get stuck in your intestines. To be completely honest.
You know, to be fair, I realized that after I said that. And I realized that was probably not the best idea. But it's kind of the one that just came to my mind. I'll think of something better in the meantime, okay?
Yep. This is good talk, Will. Have a good one, man.
You have a good night.
Aw, friendship.
Also, I'll just say this: if in this National Guard base there's some really cool DHQS tech, I call first dibs, because something nice and shiny.
There is no DHQS tech because this is before the things went to hell. So there's
You might find some military stuff here and there, like a military radio, assuming it's not completely shot to hell.
pretty much, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
it's going to be old school, like just a radio and other stuff.
You know how useful even an old military radio is?
Yeah, but I'm saying, like with the scavenge check, all you guys got that was really valuable was
Yeah, everything else is pretty much shot to hell.
or has been already salvaged and scavenged,
Yeah.
but somebody missed the mortar.
Yeah.
Or thought, like, maybe I don't need this mortar.
Yep.
To be fair, I mean, there's not a lot of people that before the apocalypse would go, or even during the apocalypse would go, I need a mortar.
Mostly Enclave, to be honest, or certain specialized taker teams.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's very few people that would look at a mortar and go, ooh, yes. Which is probably part of the reason why it stayed there.
Yep. So yeah.
You guys make it to the drop point. It's a cold several minutes, then it turns to hours, And nobody's shown up yet.
Blue, do you want to get that drone maybe up in the air?
Yeah.
Flying, flying, flying.
Blue gets drone in air. Drone enabled. Blue discovers, oh dear God, there's Satan snakes in the area.
Holy shit, massive Titanoboas. Wait, is that a Carno? Oh good god, it's a Giga. We gotta get the fuck out of here.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Do we see like a smoking crater on the screen of where the Enclave used to be?
No, the Enclave is still there. You guys are going near the Enclave because, just in case something goes wrong, they want to be safe because, you're handling explosives.
Yeah, somewhere out of range in case we decide to take it on them.
Yeah, or something goes wrong and, a fight breaks out because one side's going to be carrying high explosives.
Yep.
Almost like people are properly paranoid nowadays.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So as you're wondering what the frick's going on, you all hear a sound, and you hear and a
So kind of like
Is that a punch bot?
like
Is
a
that a punch bot?
What? Seawall, are you assuming there's a punch bot here?
Yes. You know
Um,
what? That new mortar we got. Setting that up.
Well, okay. Yeah. You're going to go set up the mortar? That's probably a good choice. Because you hear the sound of what you all recognize as a bot that punches people.
Oh god, not this guy
No.
again.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we're gonna have to work together on this one.
Okay.
Because we got some rounds.
Yeah.
This is the mortar we found. So we got 10 shots with it. So yeah.
Well, mortars only have 5 chargers.
Oh, got it.
Anyways, yeah, you go to check the mortar to see if it, and then you realize, oh.
not good.
So the good news is it's not loaded. The bad news is it's not loaded.
Mortars aren't loaded. You drop the thing in and
I'm
then it
saying that
pops.
there's no ammo, basically.
Damn it.
We don't have ammo. Oh fuck.
Well, technically you have ammo, but it would be using the ammo that you're supposed to be delivering.
I have grenades.
We have grenades. We have nades.
Toss the nades first.
We'll
If we
blow
crack
it-
one, if we crack one of the shield, if we crack one of the shields, we aim for there.
we aim for the power source.
Yeah, aim for the torso.
Yeah, basically nade the torso. How many grenades we got left? 2?
I think we had 3 or 4.
No, we burned quite a few.
I used 3 short shits.
Our grenade. Do we only get 5 grenades, or do we actually get 10 grenades?
You have 10 grenades. That's
Okay,
grenades
got
are
it. So
good
we still
like
have
that.
7 left. So got it. So handing out grenades.
Yay!
Okay, roughly by the sound, roughly how far do we suspect it to be?
Well, as you see, as you're handing out grenades, through a wall comes a punch bot. Please desist, all peoples. I have been told to exterminate, exterminate,
Grenade.
exterminate.
6 temper terminus.
Yep. Everyone, chuck grenades. One at a time. Sven, you're our best shot.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you blow the thing's chest out.
6 temper
Okay.
tyrannus.
Yeah. Or
Athletics.
don't worry. Just saying
Athletics, yeah.
exterminate. That's normal.
Yep.
So
Yeah, it's the ADP.
Blow its chest out.
oh fuck.
Reroll. Reroll. There's a wrong dice.
That would have been a crit, which would have been amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
He blows its chest clean
Could you
off.
please count that as a crit, please?
no,
No.
I'm a monster.
Yeah.
I'm a monster, Kiri. I'm
Yeah.
Yeah. So the grenade throws through the air, explodes, shredding armor and other things as you all hear, exterminate, exterminate, exterminate.
Yeah, let's start salvaging what we can from that. I think its chest is gone though.
Before we,
No, it's still coming.
it's we just
Exterminate,
basically may have destroyed its
exterminate.
voice box.
You
Oh.
cracked its armor. Remember, this thing's got armor.
Yeah, the armor's
Oh,
supposed
yeah,
to
so
be
the
cracked.
armor is gone.
Effective.
Yeah, so
Yep.
you guys get to all act first. It's going to go last.
Okay. Did Jimbo? Did you just chuck a grenade at its chest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimbo just chucked a grenade right into its torso, making it.
Hmm.
Oh, Jimbo's grenade. Yeah, that's gonna hit. Barely,
think
but
it-
hit.
I think he just blew its chest to pieces.
Yeah, he's destroyed the armor now. It has no more armor on its torso.
Do what you can. I've done my part.
I miss. I throw wide.
Don't worry, that's okay. Throwing wide isn't the worst thing that could happen.
Ty also throws wide.
I mean, they're grenades, so you're just pinging off sides of it. So the grenade pings wide and damages its legs and its arms.
Can
So
I pull out my
you're
pistol
cracking
to-
its armor, guys. It's like, oh
Can I pull
yeah.
out my pistol to try to shoot at it?
You can do your
Yeah.
Twitch action to shoot at it. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'll do too. Twitch action.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, your shot goes wide.
No, he had the 4 + 5, so that's 2.
Miss. I missed.
It's a big important guy, so it gets a nice little bonus to its side of things. Yeah.
I think
Yay,
Jimbo.
that hits. Yeah,
yeah.
Jimbo. So grenade,
Mhm.
and then bang, bang.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh!
Sven's
Oh!
gun. That's
so det med gun.
Sven's
Oh.
gun misfires. So you guys all hear a crick. That's not good. Don't worry. What's the worst that could happen? It could just attract some casualties. I mean, that's
I use
Will to make it a
Will.
miss. Oh, he's gonna use Will to make it a miss.
yeah, okay. That's a good choice. So Sven does that. The shot goes wide, bang, and it's going to fly up, and it's going to punch the latent, the dangerous latent, because it sees a member of the Lost who's infected, and it's going to handle it. So let's see. Yay! So flies over to Kyria, goes, "Please stand still, sir. This will be over shortly." Gyroscopic cylinders, grabs your head. Engaged. Piston engaged. And you all watch as it grabs Jimbo's head, and you all hear a thunk. Jimbo takes 5 killing and 5 shocks to the head, and Jimbo just Jimbo's not dead, but he's definitely unconscious. And
Yeah.
Jimbo, you're in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
You just felt a cow thing punch through your jaw area. Yeah, you're gonna feel that in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, also, yeah, Jimbo's unconscious, and next turn it will auto hit Jimbo if it wants to. But anyways, yeah, you guys have all blasted into it. Its body is cracked and damaged.
So called shot to the chest. I guess all of us are doing that next.
Probably,
you can't
unless
call.
you don't
Yeah.
want to save Jimbo.
No, we're saving Jimbo.
Save the Jimbo. Save the world.
Opening fire. Called shot to the chest. Critical. Did I just blow its chest apart?
Well, that's important. Critical's important. So
And with this last heart,
So-
I stab at Tiki.
So first up, the critical blasts it in the torso, cracking some important systems, and then the next shot from everybody's favorite drunkard, bam, and the torso goes down, and you all go, "Yay, we won!" as you
Just-
blow open its torso and you
I
and as you're basically right up in its face, you all are because you're in melee. You all hear self destruct sequence.
Somebody better roll
This is
mechanics.
the hard pick with the last.
I'll roll mechanics with PC with the laptop.
Go, Sven. Roll
So
mechanics.
it's,
If somebody wants, they can roll in athletics to pry Jimbo's head.
What do
out
you
of the
think I'm
pack.
doing?
Yeah, roll athletics. You all.
mechanics.
Yep.
Yep.
I basically break the gyroscopic thing and start dragging Jimbo.
Yeah, so you drag Jimbo away. Sven, you aren't able to turn off the self-destruct thing, but you're able to basically turn it off or rather delay it long enough to get Jimbo free. And now you can move away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just get everyone behind
Yeah.
cover. Everyone
And
behind cover.
as you guys run away, you guys are Sven, Jimbo, unconscious Jimbo, and Will. You're all behind cover, and you're like, "We're alive! Holy shit, we're
Oh.
alive!" And then you're like, "Where's Blue?" As Blue is standing there, stock still, shocked,
Oh, come on.
staring at the thing, as his fight or flight freezes up, and he just sits there, freezing, staring at it, going.
Do
"Oh,
we get a react? Can we do an athletics to try and tackle
no.
push him? And
No, this is
okay.
this is his
Oh,
psychic
got it.
thing, so, you know, it's
Got
just
it. Yeah.
it's an auto failure. You guys can't help.
Yeah.
He's going to
Yeah.
basically is like, as you know, you guys all watch as he's standing there staring at this as it goes. Boom, and shrapnel goes into things. The plus side is you guys are behind thick cover.
Yeah.
2 layers of cover, in fact. Hey, I got good news, Ty.
Amazingly, only 1 damage, but to everything.
Ty's like, I'm alive.
That was like a flashbang that went off in my face.
What happened?
I can't hear any of your answers. I just hear a very loud ringing.
Just write things down for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, speaking of which, I got something to point out.
I'll try to
Somebody
help.
needs to make a first aid if you guys want to get your.
I can do that.
Who has a good decent first aid? Because I don't.
It's now Sven.
Yeah, Sven. Okay, Sven, use a charge from the first aid kit. Patch up our medic.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Drivers. 12 just +2.
That's
Mine.
pretty good. Yep.
Alright.
Does the first aid kit give you any bonus?
Let's make the check.
Yeah.
amongst
got
other
it.
things. He can spend charges to increase the roll.
Yeah, I would burn 2 charges to patch him up because he's pretty badly banged up.
Alright, does Sven also have one, or?
No, we'll be using yours.
Alright, I'm burning 2 charges on it.
Yay!
Okay,
Use that
driver.
check as well, Sven.
So you're at +4 to patch him up. Oh,
God damn it.
Yay, Sven! You're like, okay, I did it, and then you pick him up, and he's still unconscious. Like, oh yeah, he's probably still out of it. That's all. That's
Let me see if I can-
normal.
Let me see if I can pull off a miracle.
I think you're still frozen up. I'm gonna have to take over on this.
Yeah, the Blue's.
I'm
still
gonna
kinda-
burn another 2 charges, so I've got some advantage.
Blue's just.
Damn
sitting
it!
there,
Damn it, Jimbo, stay with me.
Jimbo's not gonna die.
So that's 2 more charges you used on the first aid kit?
Yeah, 2 more charges. Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, yeah, Jimbo's fine. You wake him up. He's alive.
Jimbo, you with me?
I think I know how Hamburger feels.
What
Thank
happened?
God.
I can't hear you anything at all.
Sven, go get him. I'll keep an eye on Jimbo. Jimbo,
I go
you
get
stay down and rest for a couple minutes. You're pretty banged up.
Yeah.
We also had to use up a lot of your med kit, but I think it was worth it.
Yeah, I can see that. Thanks.
I'm gonna
Anytime.
I think it's.
I do the same for you.
Aww. Then you
Sven,
find out he's DHQS, and then you murder him in his sleep.
Yeah. So I'm guessing I turned that lethal into non-lethal.
Well, no, you turn the. Well, you're going to turn the shock into non-shock because you want him to be conscious.
Yeah.
So I still have the 5 kill, but I don't have 5 shock.
You're pretty banged up, but you'll live.
Yeah, your jaw is most definitely almost broken. Anyways, after a few moments, you hear over the radio, basically a ping is saying, "Dear God, are you guys okay? We had a punch bot in the area. We sent out a message to warn you guys, but I guess you didn't get it."
Yeah, we dealt with it. Whew. It's kind of in 1,000 pieces. I don't think there's much salvage.
Anyways,
One of our guys apparently took it full force. One of our guys took it full force.
must have
He's
been a
okay.
Dustin. That's good. Glad to see that you guys are okay. You got our explosives.
Yeah, they should be fine. I'll get them piled up, and I'll quickly stow our mortar that we found, just so they don't claim it's theirs. I'll stow that away nearby.
Yep. You hand over the supplies. They thank you kindly, and yeah, you're good to go.
Yep. We'll load the mortar up onto our little bot. Yep. And then we'll see if we can't throw a stretcher onto the back of it so that our medic can get some rest for a little while.
Yep. And I'll be right back, guys.
Oh, a drag litter. That'll work. We totally got a drag litter available. I think you fix it.
Yeah, I'd like to imagine it's just a very nice, good hole that I decided to patch up.
You see me taking off, like 3 layers of latex gloves and burning it.
That shit probably stinks. 'Cause I've burned latex gloves before. They stink.
Yeah, but we're dealing with, latent blood here, so...
Yeah, I'm just imagining the latent blood adds another spiciness to the stink.
Yeah, you probably woke up to Will, wearing a mask, a medical mask, and thick latex gloves.
Yep.
I find it hilarious that the explosive went off, and you just took...
So, is there anything we can salvage from it, or is it...
Are the
No,
arms...
it exploded hard.
Got it.
If it's armor, it'd handle the explosion better, maybe. But you guys blew up all its armor.
Yeah, there was no armor left.
Yeah.
Which
So
is
the
probably why the
key is-
shrapnel damage was so little.
Yeah, you guys, but you burned 4 grenades, so mark that off.
Yep. Well, remember, we got those grenades for a completely different purpose that we never needed.
Wait, no, I thought we only used 2 one?
No,
2,
4, each of us threw a grenade.
3, 4. Yeah.
Yeah, that's 4, so you're down to 3 grenades.
Yeah, I just remembered the 2 direct hits.
Yeah.
The 2 indirect hits basically just damaged its legs and other systems.
And
basically.
and if the other 2 did hit, would we have just basically blown out its computer system so it couldn't even self-destruct?
Potentially, yes.
Nice.
It's one of those things where you don't know. Like the one you guys dealt with was so damaged. You don't know much about punch bots. They're not really your jurisdiction.
I can occasionally call up the override code, but that's about it.
Yeah. Hey guys, can I get an override code of this punch bot? Yeah, Doc, sure, here you go. The override code is kick me in the balls. Why?
Punch mode, disengage. Kick mode, engage.
Mode.
And it starts doing the can dance.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of terrifying because it would be using treads to kick you.
Is Genie going like, wow, punch bots really hate you?
Hey guys, you all get a call from Genie. Guys, I have good news and I have bad news.
What's the bad news?
Well, the bad news is you just got punch bot. The new hit DHQS reality show, You Got Punch Bot. By that I mean, dear God, what is with you guys are running into punch bots? Like, holy hell, are you just like wearing punch bot perfume? Are you doing the mating dance of the punch bot?
Genie, shut up. Genie, shut up, or I'm going to start telling people about the show you're watching and you don't want anyone to know about.
Which one? There's a lot.
Take your pick.
Harmonquist?
You're not ashamed of that one. I've seen you watching it with other people.
Oh.
Talking about the one that you didn't think I saw you watching, but you were.
Oh,
so-
Throat Swabbers 5, yeah.
Just get on to the good news.
Oh yeah. Good news is, your payment should be here when you get back.
Okay.
Your business sold the last of its lumber, so there's the good news.
Nice.
So the bad news is, of course, you're gonna have to let your employee go unless you're going to get some more lumber on the way back.
We're not. We don't think we're not probably gonna get any lumber on the way back. We might get some other stuff, but hard to say.
Oh, well, I wish you guys luck. Also, just as a heads up, I just want to tell you, since you're all out there, there's a deadly, dangerous sniper out there who may want to murder all of you.
I think.
That's been known for a while.
Question: are we all hearing this, or is it just Stevel?
Just me, probably. I'm the one with you, Bix. So you just gotta hear me talk. You hear me talking in the tone of voice that is normal that he normally uses with Genie.
I mean, I was more referencing the fact that, you should be careful, because if he's as dangerous as we think he is, you probably should be concerned.
Do you know something that I don't?
No, but I'm just saying, considering your current location, it's, in the city, you're near the zoo, that means there's a lot of good sniper points.
Yeah, we're on our way out of here.
Well, you guys be safe now, okay?
Getting medic onto stretcher, and the stretcher will be dragged behind the donkey on the way back, so you can get some rest.
Rest, quote unquote.
He doesn't need to walk.
Quote unquote.
Yeah.
Medic, you have to walk now, just because I said so. But my legs are broken. Well, tough shit. Learn to walk on those broken legs.
You're a doctor. Deal with it.
Actually, my legs are fine. It's just my head.
Yeah, which means his equilibrium's probably fuckered right now.
What are you talking about? His equilibrium's fine. He can tell which way sideways.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just
tell which one's Q.
Look, I'm just going to attach a makeshift stretch to the back of the donkey, and it's going to be dragged along.
I mean, it will help, certainly.
Yeah.
In disguising your corpse. Friend.
Our guy's still alive. I patched him up. He'll live.
I know.
He
was going to live either way, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of would he have been conscious for your final thing, because you guys are
Yeah.
stopping at those hospitals.
Yeah. So.
Yay, hospital stoppage.
So is that just like one extra leg?
Well, first up, there's a leg to get to the hospitals,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's the hospitals themselves. So first up, let me roll the secret thing. What happens to you at the Lost? Oh god, you get attacked by another aberrant.
Oh god, it's 4 punch bots fighting 3 aberrants.
It's a punch bot fused with an aberrant.
Oh,
That would be terrifying.
All right, well, gentlemen, it's a pleasure working with you.
I think we all know what we have to do. We must take into our deep knowledge of and skills of Left 4 Dead. Motorset!
Guys, so the medic cannot make a foresight check because he's injured, but the rest of you can as you guys are making your way along.
So that's what purple.
I don't succeed.
That's what purple
Yeah.
tastes like.
He's licking you, Sven.
I'm just looking around at my binoculars like, okay, what's going on this time?
Yay! You notice this place is good for an ambush, Blue.
Have you ever seen the movie So and So? You're walking to someone right here and they get jumped
could you? Are you worrying it's about an ambush?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's search around the area a little bit and see if we can't discover it before we even attempt it.
Am I able to make
Get
any
my
rolls?
get the drone up in the air.
Am I able to make any rolls or just no?
Can I borrow your binoculars?
You can make rolls. You're
and
just
I
gonna
can
make
get a
the
plus
first hit
2?
because you're just kind of
Out of it.
out of it.
I am borrowing the binoculars, but I
Yeah.
don't really see anything.
Yep. Yeah. You guys are just kind of looking around.
I'll
a bit
Try and
confused,
look around, see if I see like any glint of like anything shining, like a glint of a scope.
Good choice. Maybe there is a scope out there.
Let's see. Where's my perception check? That is. Oh shit! That'd be Wait, what is the perception? That'd be the foresight.
No, it's
shit.
alertness.
Alertness. Thank God. Wait, is that? What is that? I swear I have it. Where is it?
Or awareness.
There it is. Awareness. There we go.
You have a +2 in it, so yeah, roll that +2. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Yeah.
Nope.
You can tell there's an ambush.
Oh
here.
no!
But you're like, yeah, this is fine, guys. There's no way this ambush could go really badly.
Yeah.
You're basically pointing out like, yeah, like I mean, this is probably an ambush spot, but there's nothing here. Clearly, because if there was, there would be this and this, and as he's saying that, he's walking forward. And,
I'm grabbing Jimbo and putting him back on the stretcher. You're staying right there.
Sure. About that point, you all hear a shuffling sound as a bunch of weapons are leveled at all of you.
What was that?
yeah.
You went really quiet for a sec.
A bunch of weapons are leveled at you.
To my hands. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get
You
the
get
hell out of
a
here.
bunch of people in leathers. They're all armed with rifles, pistols, and some knives. They're all kind of looking at you leery-eyed. They're all very small, like very small.
Like children small.
Maybe teenagers, maybe kids. They got their guns and they're watching you carefully. Jimbo's in their line of sight as you're trying to pull Jimbo back. So you and Jimbo are the two up front. So you guys get to talk to these kids.
Jimbo, just go back to the rest. I'll handle this.
Don't move.
My friend is injured. He had a head injury and he's not.
Don't move.
I try and stand
We're
still.
from the stone- We're from the Stone Bowl. My character keeping his hands clear in sight. We'll back off and leave. Okay? No harm, no foul.
I don't know. It looks like you may have got some good loot on you.
Yeah. How many kids are we dealing with here?
At least 6.
How close are they to me?
Like in proximity. They're all relatively close. None of them are far off. It seems like they've all kind of wandered in close.
Would they be in range of a grenade blast?
Yes.
I'm gonna have I'm gonna pop if I happen to have a grenade in my pocket. I don't know if I am allowed to have a grenade in my pocket.
I'll let you make a stealth check to see if you still had a grenade on your from Sven handing them out.
Yeah, if I happen to have an extra one. Let's see, where is it? Damn it! Just no, I don't. I was gonna basically do the. You're gonna.
Oh, you got a grenade. You got a grenade.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Give it to you.
I
Where-
want you to make your pain stunt.
I am going to be basically doing Dead Man Switch.
Ah.
I'm pulling Dead Man Switch. I'm going to pull the grenade out. I'm going to make sure I'm holding the spoon down, and I pull the pin. And I'm holding it in front of him. You're going to back the fuck off now, kids.
Holy shit, he's crazy! Yeah, you can roll an intimidate.
Do I get any
He's
bonuses?
crazy! No, you don't get any bonuses. You just get to make the intimidation check.
I said back the fuck
He's
off.
Crazy! Run away! Ah! Adults are scary.
This was a calculated risk.
Meanwhile, Jimbo's not all there, so he's probably thinking this is just a fun hallucination.
My partner is totally not threatening children with grenades.
Well,
Sound like-
it's half the truth, half a bluff. Basically, this is a failsafe. If they shoot him, he drops the grenade. They go with him.
just looking down and
Yeah,
both
basically,
these
if it was gonna turn into a Mexican standoff, he would have said, "Okay, you're gonna let my friend back off, and we'll talk." And then I'm
They're
gonna be
like,
sure.
yeah. Basically,
Yeah.
you convinced them by holding up the grenade. They're like, oh wait, too many of us are gonna die if we try and go after this crazy fucker.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're running away. Let's see. I'm
Yeah.
gonna just do a nice little GM roll here for all 6 of them to see if any of them just decide to take one pot shot after they've run away, just because they're kids.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I did that wrong. GM roll. Wait. High or low, guys? High or low?
High. I'm going high.
I roll.
So
Low.
roll me a D100, Sewell. If you get high, then you get the good result.
Oh, I get the good
High.
result.
Yay! So only 2 of them decide to shoot at you. I rolled 6 D10s and I rolled 4 1s and 2 10s, and I was like, yeah, I think I don't know which one to go with, so let's have you guys roll because that's
So
Yeah.
they take pot shots. They go wide.
so the high or low, that was basically determined if it was 4 kids or 2 kids. So
Got it.
you lucked
Got it.
out and it's only 2 of them
Yeah.
making pot shots.
Yeah.
And it will be the 2 with pistols. So these are
Yeah.
probably these kids can potentially miss.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
First one is
They both miss. They both miss.
okay.
I think.
So the first one is going to go wide of you, hitting into your armor for some shock. So you take some shock to the torso. Ow. That
Yeah.
hurts, but it's nothing bad.
Yeah.
You'll heal it off by the next adventure. And the other shot goes really wide, and you're like, ping.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
I'm
Jimbo
I'm
falls
gonna
face
respond-
forward.
Yeah. I'm
Oh, yeah,
going to
but they
respond to this
run
by
off.
basic. Oh, they've run off. I don't get a response of basically pulling my pistol and firing, and basically to scare them back.
More like they already were running back. Like, they did their twitch action to basically fire up a shot just to spitefully shoot at you.
Yeah, I basically, do that whole rip open the outer jacket thing, and I just see it like, Jesus Christ, I'm glad I got this armor.
Yay! Yeah.
Hey, Jeannie, do you want your own bullet?
No, I don't want your child-killing bullet.
I'm not gonna shoot them. This is the one that shot at me. I dig it out, with like a pocket knife,
Yeah.
and then pop it into a thing.
I
I want these kids to be one of the first in my orphanage. Just you watch.
Also, I'm gonna note I put the pin back in the grenade. It is safe again.
Good. He did it. He took this step to ensure that Mr. Grenade stays our friend.
Mr. Grenade is staying our friend today. I am surprised that they ran off like that. I was expecting one of them to have the balls to go, fuck you.
No,
still stand up.
They failed, so they just like,
Yeah.
not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you scared them off.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, what scared them off was more the fact that you were like, they were like, Essay's got a grenade. Essay's got a grenade.
Yeah.
And then Sewell went quiet.
I'm sorry, for whatever reason, it's not wanting to work properly. Being finicky as all hell.
Yeah, I understand.
Mouse might be dying. Who knows? But yeah, as I said, I did the whole pulled the pin, dead man switch thing.
Yep. Anyways, yeah, as you guys are all sitting there, alive, bruised, you enter into the hospital.
Yeah.
You're like, yay, we made it.
Scavenge checks time.
Yeah, scavenge check times.
course.
What could go wrong? Oh God, why is it full of vectors? Why is it full of vectors?
I succeed and he critically succeeds. Hooray! I succeeded barely.
Yep.
So I found some things, but Blue found some really nice things.
Blue found something really nice. It's the Sword of Longinus.
It's the Spear of Longinus.
The Sword of Longinus.
Are you serious? You actually found a sword?
I mean, I could give him a sword.
Or did you just find a cache of untapped medicine?
Is that Jimbo's scavenge check? Because everyone can scavenge.
Yeah.
Jimbo got critical success. I got a basic success.
Well, no, you got, and Sven can roll too.
Okay.
Sven, let's see. What's
I've at this point belted our medic to the stretcher. He's stuck on the.
Yeah. So you guys are all like, "Yay, we're alive!" And you're scavenging. So you guys come away with. Let's see. So you got a ooh, Ty got a crit.
Yep.
And Jimbo, everybody's got a success so far.
Yep.
So that's
Well,
actually really good for you.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, let's see. So I'm gonna roll each of you. Let's roll up what you guys got.
We find a fully working ambulance that's stocked to the brim with medicines and enough fuel to get us back.
Ooh, nice. Okay. And then. Ooh. No, you don't find that. That'd be nice, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So, no, you guys are basically scavenging through dead hospital workers and other things. And do you want to know how much bounty you make out with?
How much?
A lot. So it turns out this place hasn't been raided yet.
Wow.
Or rather, you found basically you're going through a pile of corpses. You're like, damn, that's a lot of corpses.
Yeah.
You're going through them, and you're like, damn, we just made a bunch of bounty. And that's when you hear the click sound.
Oh shit.
Motherfucker.
You guys all no, it's not a tripwire or anything. That's the good news.
It's the casualties click.
No, not them. That would be bad news. No, the good news is this is a person. You can negotiate with people. So you see a guy. He's a bit chubby. He's wearing a Hawaiian shirt. He smiles at all of you very politely.
I wave.
Yeah. He's got a clipboard in his hand.
Jesus Christ, I thought you were a casualty.
No, not a casualty. Hello, welcome to Pagan Mercenaries. How can I help you today?
We're just scavenging for supplies, like a lot of people.
Oh, yes, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, I would like to say that I would approve of this, but unfortunately, this facility has now been bought by Pagan Mercenaries. We bought it from the DHQS legally, and we've been setting up shop here for the past few days. So I'm going to have to ask you to put any bounty that you found back. Thank you.
Heads up, fella. Just there's a crazy guy outside that seems to have a gripe against anyone related to DHQS. He'll probably think you are part of that, so
No,
he's an insane sniper.
Oh, you're talking about the sniper.
Yeah.
Yeah. He, yes, I understand. Well, we're hired by the DHQS to handle military matters where they need to, work out things. So if you would please just move along. I would hate to have to murder a bunch of potential citizens.
Can I do a sensitivity check on this guy, see if he's bullshitting us?
You can make a sensitivity check.
Yep, let's see. I'm also going to use a Ubix chart. Let's see. And sensitivity. Yep, and...
Please be good, please be good.
Is he bullshitting us?
That's what scares you more is he's not.
Out of curiosity, Was it the ground pounders that hired you? The ground pounders?
We're contracted out by many branches of the DHQS.
Yeah. Look, I didn't see a sign outside. We've been dealing with a lot of bullshit recently, so I'd recommend you. We'll give you a chunk of what we found here, and then we can both go our separate ways.
Punchbots make you taste color.
Oh, it seems like your latent friend here has been having some issues. I can handle that. He pulls out a overly ornate large pistol. Don't worry, I understand how these latents are. Don't worry.
Well,
Nope.
when he's pulling out the pistol, I'm basically gonna pull the grenade trigger again and I just doubt there's a grenade in his face without a pin in it.
Is at the very least the information I gave you about the crazy sniper at least worth you putting that back,
Put it down,
please?
or we all go.
I mean, they'll just replace me, so I'm not worried about it. And if I survive, well, I can just retire back to the recession pretty comfortably too with my pension.
Let me see if I can bullshit
Just
this
drop
guy.
the
second.
just drop the damn gun.
Please?
Roll me a leadership.
Listen, we have a bunch of Moors on us right now.
I
this is how we're
succeeded the
going to-
leadership, basically going like, you're gonna back the fuck off right now, or I'm gonna make your life a living hell, or I'm gonna make you. Or
Well,
I'm gonna
I can see what I can do. I'll leave. You can continue flipping the bodies here, but no more, obviously.
I'm assuming we already got a pretty sizable amount.
Yeah, I mean, that's what.
go.
Yeah.
We got what you need.
We got what we needed. You guys
Yep.
can have the rest.
Oh yes,
I
we're
put
going to be setting up a little outpost here. You have a nice day, sir, and sir, and doggo,
I just
doggo,
flip
doggo.
Yep.
them off on the way.
Before we head out,
Sir.
this is probably about here. I'm going to at least try and point out on the map roughly where we last encountered that sniper. So, just in case he comes back, he'll at least have some idea of where.
Yeah, the sniper's moved by now.
Hey, it's giving him at least something.
I'm
Get
sending
by Goodwill.
information Going, hey, looks like we got some competition. Looks like we got some competition for securing Denver. Interagency competition. Lovely.
Well, what did you expect? You guys were never really known for, forthright communication.
Yeah, you probably read my files about having to deal with the CIA a few years back. That was fun.
Bitch, I've read every file. What do you think I do when you say I can't do jobs? I have to do other things. I have to do an analyst work, and it's boring. Do you know how boring analyst work is? They just constantly like, who's this? Why are they here?
Why did you become one?
Well, I mean, I thought it would be fun and exciting, and I thought I could be like Ziva.
Who?
Ziva. You have no idea what she's referencing, but you can tell she's referencing a show.
Am I going to be tied to a chair when I get back, and you're going to make me watch whatever that is?
No.
She says that she puts some handcuffs behind her back.
No.
The
Just have
fuzzy
some
guy.
just have some popcorn ready. I'll watch at least the first episode of whatever the hell you're referencing.
Well, we first have to watch the series that it was a derivative of, and then we have to watch the two series that were derivatives of it.
Do I get anything out of this other than watching the show with you?
A sense of accomplishment.
You know what? Screw it. I need a break. Just get some. If you can find popcorn, get popcorn.
I can find puffed rice. Will that work?
Close enough.
Yay! Movie night! All hail the new Flash!
Yep. Well, just take the bounty that we collected. I'll put the grenade back.
Yeah, so you guys don't get any of the other special loot because you decided not to fight the
Yeah,
hired. By the
Don't know if
DHQS?
there's more.
Look, we got some decent loot out of it. We marked this, and I've got to figure out if I can't derail this little competition. This is Denver's my fucking city to fix, not theirs.
Yep. Yeah, you also now have another issue. You gotta basically handle that. But you guys got some loot out of it, and the job went well. But you didn't get any of the medical supplies and other stuff. And
That was a secondary goal as it is. So.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying. Well, you could check the other hospitals later.
Yeah, we'll put them on. We'll add them. We'll add the other hospitals as secondary objectives later.
Yep. So
So-
next job, yeah, you guys make it back.
Yep.
Yep. And I want to tell you right now, it would have been real slim pickings without the hospital.
We wouldn't have found much.
The hospital totaled out to 26 of the 44 total bounty you guys made. So it was
We made more
well
than
over-
half.
Yeah, it was well over half.
Yeah.
For reference, that means you all get 11 bounty. So add 11 bounty to your savings.
Nice.
Everybody add 11 bounty to your savings.
I'm assuming you're also subtracting the medical cost.
Yep, I am. Well, to be fair, Ty can just let it heal off. I mean, he's fine. His body's just a horrible mess.
Also, we're gonna try and sell that mortar, the fully functioning mortar.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a goal.
Can I do that right now or no?
I know that selling.
That has to be the
is a
next
work
session.
action.
Got it. So yeah.
Selling
I guess I'll go and handle the what was it, the firing process, since I'm the face of the group.
no, there's no firing process. It's just
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I'll at least go to them and say, hey guys, thank you for your work. Unfortunately, we got nothing else to sell. So,
Will Nuds and Ninjas out.
Yep.
to the ceiling.
Yep. I'll obviously shake handshakes. Thank you for all your work. I'm glad you guys made some money off of it, and have a great day.
Yep. And everyone is happy except for Ty, because he knows the terrible truth.
And my guy is happily ignorant in bliss. Probably because of the concussion.
My character in between episodes of the show is calling back to his CEO, his captain, going, "Sir, who is hiring mercenaries to do this work?"
They're corporations, actually. So to help get the lost fixed up, we corporized it. There's literally, this is not a joke. This is an actual thing in the books. There's merc corporations that.
Did you hire
Okay,
the?
lost.
Did you hire these fuckwits, or was that another branch?
Son, you need to take that up. I'll take a look and see if we have any records of hiring them. They could be with FBI, the Phoebe, after all.
FBI. At this point, this is a military operation. Can we please get the damn civilian law enforcement out of this?
The Phoebe are very dangerous, son. Don't underestimate them.
What are they gonna audit my taxes?
No. Something far, far worse.
Investigate me?
Order a drone strike on you.
That's military, not FBI.
Son, trust me when I say they can order a drone strike on you. The Phoebe are powerful and dangerous. Don't underestimate them just because.
Look, I've been out here
my-
for 2.5 years. Did the FBI suddenly gain more power while I was gone?
Well, define more power.
Okay. Did they gain control over the military?
No, the FBI is just part of. It's just been corporatized as a private military contractor.
They're law enforcement.
Son, we don't really need that type of law enforcement in this day and age.
Then transfer them into analyst roles and intelligence. Problem solved.
For it is, I'm just saying, I don't know. I'll have to look into it.
Yeah, look, just please tell me it wasn't some jackass in the Marines, a Marine general or something. I swear those crime eaters are gonna be the death of us.
Well, I'll I'll take a look. So you don't want it to be a Marine, is what I'm hearing.
I'd be very, very sad if it was the Marines. Just find out who's stepping in on our who's stepping into our jurisdiction.
I'll take a look.
Just pissing con. And then let me guess. Let me guess. Genies at this point grab me, going, "Come on, let's start."
Yes, and you sit down and watch a bunch of NCIS with Jeannie.
Seriously, she was referencing NCIS.
Yes.
You could have mentioned this was NCIS.
That was the joke, is that you didn't realize, or your character didn't realize it was NCIS I was referencing. I thought it too funny that you didn't recognize the reference. Plus, to be fair, it is NCIS.
My character is extremely uncomfortable watching this show because he is Navy and he knows what the NCIS really. It terrifies him in so many ways.
That, and he's probably going, "Oh my god, these guys don't do it that way. What the fuck is your problem?"
No. He's not part of law enforcement. He just has an inherent fear of NCIS. Just like the Marines have a fear for their criminal investigative guys. Same thing with the Army. Same thing with the Air Force. You don't want to You do not want those guys looking into you.
Yep. Does everybody mark down their 11 bounty?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me check something. Well, the mortar we're gonna sell next time. My primary gear. Okay, here we go. I'm going to spend 3 so that I can get my spear melee up to 2.
Okay.
I'm going to.
And
Okay,
that'll be it. That's all I'm spending. So
Question.
I guess I'll be joining some. What was it? Defensemen in training.
Yes. You learn the most important art: how to poke it with a stick. You go to Alice's class and you're like, and now this is how we poke a casualty with a hot stick. This is how you poke a casualty with a sharp stick. This is how you poke a casualty with a sharp hot stick.
Yep.
This is my stick I call the shish kebab.
Yep. But hey, I come with a fairly decent spear. It's sturdy and has a crossbar.
Oh god, what do I do now?
And now, children, I'm going to teach you about the delicate art of seduction.
Event class.
I know it's an advanced class. That's why I'm teaching it to them. Ooh. Now,
Question.
Now, if your partner is a latent, make sure you're an immune or a latent yourself. Secondly, if you're still,
I've already left at this point because you know what? I've learned the spirit
and
stuff.
girlfriend out of the building. Like,
if you're still willing to risk it, here are the top 5 tips from yours truly. 1, cold shower. 2, cold shower.
I've already fucking left.
I'm gonna get chainmail to protect myself and upgrade it.
No, Kiri, don't buy chainmail.
What are you gonna upgrade it with?
I was thinking upgrading with, at the very least, advanced and padded.
Yep. That's what I started. That's what I started with.
I would say maybe just upgrade equipment you already have and or upgrade stats.
Okay.
You don't want to add more to your upkeep.
Yeah. Look, I'm the one who's in the front lines now because remember I got that spear. I might upgrade it with reach, but I'm not gonna be doing much more. So basically, you notice how I said I'm only really training up that's all I'm spending on right now. It's basically skills because I'm already pretty happy with what I've got weapon-wise.
Okay, so then I'll just spend 2 bounty to upgrade my toolkit to remove clunky. Says.
Oh, nice.
So here you can finally stealth.
Should I upgrade the gun to have charged or no?
It's a useful one because it lets you spend more charges to.
You mean automatic?
Yeah.
You mean automatic? So you're gonna modify it to be a full auto pistol? Nice.
So that comes to 1 upgrade. So that wait.
Each upgrade's +2.
So that's 4 subtract. Okay.
Yep. So yeah.
Because during character creation it's cheaper. Because it represents the fact that you had time and you had money before everything went to hell.
Yep. Like for example, next time I might actually upgrade the spear to have a reach, so that it's a little bit more. It's better. And also I believe the spear also has remove wear and tear. That means I don't need to worry about charges on it, right?
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it just spends rations to use it.
Thinking, should I get the flashlight to be upgraded with mounted?
It's useful. Mounted lets you equip it to a gun.
Yep.
Okay, I'll also add that, so that's an additional 2. Okay.
Yep.
So that's 6 I spent. Okay.
So basically, Kiri is mounted his flashlight to his pistol.
Yep.
Yay! And yeah,
I upgrade the dog.
you're gonna
Yep,
upgrade the second dog.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna
Dog
upgrade
Just,
one,
uh,
dog two. We really ought to name these things one day.
Doggo 1, Doggo 2.
I mean, to be
Doggo
fair, one
one-
is named.
Yeah, one's named Bruno.
Bruno's here. And yeah, you technically have 3 doggos because you also have the support doggo for your NPC.
Like I said, he's gonna be Kakashi by the end of this set. By the end of this game.
Well, also that little score. We do have the next mission. We could do the score. That little score based
Yeah.
on the journal information.
Yeah.
You'll investigate the score.
What sucks is we didn't get to see if the bicycle cafe still existed.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, to be fair, you can always hit up the bicycle cafe on your way around next time.
Yeah, I
You
just
know where
put
it is.
I put that in because that actually is legitimately where it is if you look on Google Maps.
I know. I'm just there's only so much you can do, and also I
Yeah.
like to use the random events because, goddamn, those random events are amazing.
Yeah.
Also, I finally got the 55 for the aberrant, and I was like,
Yep.
Yep. But yeah, you guys are
And
lucky.
we nope the fuck out.
So I can just throw another aerosol at you later.
I'm guessing you counter an aerosol with gas mask, right?
So to answer that, gas mask will help, but also immunes and latents are not harmed because it's basically just aerosolized blight around them.
But basically, if we knew we were going to be dealing with an aerosol, and we could get the protective equipment to significantly reduce the for those that
Yeah,
are
pretty
not
much.
immune.
Yeah. And yeah, next week you guys are going to be doing a score, which means you guys are going to create the job yourselves.
Nice.
Yay! Who's going to
Yay.
die? Who lives? Who dies? Who tells your story?
Yep, and this is Operation Bighorn Rescue is what it's named that he's doing. Bighorn is the state animal of the Colorado. Bighorn goat.
Okay. I got everything I wanted.
Yay! And that's the session. And then next week.
Maybe after the next session I go for an actual sword.
I'm also thinking of selling my handgun next session and then just upgrading my crossbow to have a composite, so it's no longer cumbersome, so I can quick draw it.
That's a good choice too.